Hello everyone, welcome. I'm sorry I'm late. Terribly sorry I'm late. I faffed about, and I shouldn't have done. I shouldn't have gone faffing. And then, you know what? Thing was, right, we did the multi-streaming last night, and we had everything going up on Twitch and up on YouTube, and it was great, and it was fantastic, and we've got some stuff to talk about. Okay, we've definitely got some stuff to talk about tonight. Unfortunately, what that meant is that when I went to load OBS up tonight, it's just been an absolute bonfire. So I've basically sat trying to make it all better. Ads, better late than never. Appreciate you, ads. Thank you so much for popping in. First time calls here. Lulu Booster's here. Dan FM is here. Ian's in as well, by the way. Tiger Tails is here. A15's here. Welcome back. Bit of Child, Cardinal Chunder, Martin, Randa, Rugio, of course, and well, hello to everyone who's chilling in the background. The Football Devotion t-shirt is here. Exactly, that's the one. Campionato di Calcio Italiano Golazzo. You know my love of 90s Italian football, right? Some people have heard of it. Should we just get into it and I'll explain everything? Mrs. J, fucking Pikachus. I can't move for Pokemon in this house. There's just Pokemon everywhere. Everywhere is Pokemon, and it's usually attached to the eldest child. Right. Let's go into the game, and then at least you're gonna be there, and then I'll tell you what's going on, shall I? Let's do that. Nope, that's a login. That's not what we want. That's not what we want there. So 2 seconds. Let me quickly move to where we're meant to be. Fucking hell, this whole thing has gone, hasn't it? 2 seconds. The fuck's it all gone? This is ridiculous. Oh, this is nonsense. Hang on, let me see if I can do this. Right, we've got that. You can see me there, can't you? Like that. That's in now. It's not quite what I want. Blame Pokemon. Yeah, fuck's sake. Right, the whole thing. Yeah. So essentially, multi-streaming has made all of the settings on OBS just go nuts. Right, so my whole layout's different, so I feel a little bit like out of sync with that. And now, obviously, none of the buttons are working on like Stream Deck and stuff. So I've had to try and log back into my account, and that's not like, of course I forgot my password, didn't I? Of course I did. While I was doing that, so that's not exactly ideal. So I've had to try and work out now. Right, what can I do? Where can I capture stuff? And what can I actually put on while we're busy in the background? So we'll try and work it all out now. So you just hang fire there for a second, and I'll keep talking. Tell me how your day's been, because obviously there's lots of stuff that I need to know, right? So there's been stuff, for example, like some things. And the problem is, I've got some really, really interesting stuff that I really desperately want to talk to you about, and I just want to make sure that we can get it first before anything else. So if I put that there, does that basically mean that I then disappear? That's got to go under there. Sorry, I'm really sorry that you've got to see me do this while we're actually on stream. It shouldn't be like this, should it? It shouldn't be this. You expect, you don't expect better, but you expect you don't expect better. You expect about this, really. So right, how about that then? Is that going to work? Let's turn that off there. We don't need that. Right, okay. Let's have a little nosy about. Right, is that working then? Can you see me now? Can you see me now? Hear me now? Is it all working? Yeah, it's definitely the Pokemon. I think it definitely is the Pokemon, to be honest. What's going on? I've got no idea. This is nonsense. Problem as well, I'm blaming YouTube. Yeah, I'm absolutely blaming YouTube. And the And the thing as well is that also, how's my mic sounding? Does my mic sound a little bit... Are you getting double at this point, or is it just one? Got this issue with the stream and not Tony Jameson getting the sack. Well, this is the thing, Fraser. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen, right? Who knows what's going to happen? Mike's perfect. Game's now perfect. Trifle is definitely here. I've definitely got trifle, and I've earned this trifle. We're a little bit loud, but apart from that, we're okay. Right, okay. How about I turn the mic down just a smidge? How about that? Does that work? Is that any better? It's a tiny bit loud. Is that any better, or is that fine? I think maybe if I just slightly switch it there. Right, that's probably about right. First time I checked on the screen loader whether TJ was still manager. I mean, look, everyone's gone straight. I love the fact that the first thought was that I've been sacked. You know, rather than like, oh, there's probably technical issues. They've just put no, Jameson's sacked. That's probably about right. That makes sense. You know, we're just going to ignore the fact that we you know, for the whole year last year we didn't get sacked, and then we're going to ignore the fact that last season in the game we finished third, and we're busy rebuilding Greece. And we're going to ignore the fact that we are currently in the midst of a board takeover where theoretically we might end up getting sacked if we're honest, and we're going to ignore the fact that we are of course overspending on the wages, which again would probably lead to potentially being sacked, but the reality is, no, I haven't been sacked yet. Who knows what's going to happen? No idea, of course. I mean, you know, all manner of things could happen. Maybe we will end up being sacked, and the joke will be on me and be like, yeah, I did actually do it. So, what I will tell you, right now, this is, of course, the interesting thing, right? Jan and Via is starting to kick off a little bit. What's going on here? Are you able to help me feel more settled? I've been struggling for a while. Yeah, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to bring in a player? I don't want him to leave, do I? The same problems could strike whoever you bring, so it need to be a more permanent solution. He wants to leave already. Jan and Via already wants to leave. I mean, that's a bit of a turn up for the Bucks, isn't it? He's played one match. What happened there? You thought he was going to visit him for summer holidays. I mean, that now makes sense, to be honest. That makes a lot of sense. Because here I am thinking, oh, you know, this is going to be fine. We've got Yam and Via. We're going to build the side around him. And now he's like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm not really fussed, actually, Gaffer. Fine. Bordeaux wanting Rougeau. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Right. Think about the logic here, okay? Think about the logic. Yes, it's upsetting that he's leaving, okay? Because he's a very, very good player. But there's money here that we didn't have, right? He's not going to Bordeaux because I'm not paying 700 quid a week for his wages and the and whatever else he's wanting, right? They're giving the lowest money, and they're wanting wage contribution. So can have an offer, that's fine. Ultimatum made to Bordeaux, okay? We'll accept Ginkomp as well, right? At least he's moving to hell. Now here's the thing, right? We signed him for nothing. So, of course, we might be able to bring some money in now, which would help us in terms of covering this bit of wage budget. We're going to lose his wages, which is $2,500. That'll pull us back in. So, in a sense, we've kind of played ball a little bit, right? That's pretty good. He wanted to go to Khalifa, so we could try and get him to stay in Greece, which would help the Build a Nation Greece situation. I mean, he wants to go to the first division, so that could be okay. Might be difficult to find a suitable club due to his high wage demands. I mean, let's try it though. Let's see what we can do. Because okay, that might happen then, right? let him go to Bordeaux. It's what he deserves. Yeah, but we shouldn't pay 700 grand, 700 quid of his wages. So right, he's not going to Bordeaux now. Yeah, they're refusing to pay it. Is this the transfer? The transfer window has closed, doesn't it? The registration closes tonight. So hang on, was that? The restricted transfer window closes at midnight on the 1st of October. So he's literally decided on the day that he wants to leave. Fine. We're not going to be able to bring anyone in to replace him. Not a problem. Let him do what he wants to do. That's his prerogative. Free transfers only. That makes sense. A15, yeah. I mean, this is deadline day here, so there is something happening. Anyone else giving away penalties a lot this year? Oh yeah, loads, Fenrir. Actually, not necessarily giving them away, but definitely getting a lot. I think I'm scoring more penalties than I ever was. So that's interesting. We could strip him of the captaincy. That could make him feel a bit less happy. Should we do that? Should we take the captain's armband off and move Ottoman up? Because it's not exactly a good... It's not exactly great, is it, if he's kicking off already that he wants to leave? I mean, where else would we... who else would we be getting in? Mr. Jolly in with the bits. Appreciate it, Mr. Jolly. Very kind indeed. Very, very kind. Uncle Drew in with the follow as well. Thank you, Drew. Nice to see you. Appreciate the support. Speaking of support, by the way, I've got some big news to tell you in a little bit. This Yam and Via thing has thrown me somewhat. I am tempted to take the captain's armband off him, I must admit. Vilores' contract's up in a couple of months. Well, we'll have a little nosy, see how he gets on, shall we? There is, of course, some promises now from Via to be sold. And Via is off to Cannes on the 1st of January. Right, so we are going to have to pay for him. So the bugger has waited until the transfer window is closed, then asked to leave. So we've got to pay. We've got to pay for him for the next 3 months. Big news, Tony. Have you started another podcast? Welcome in. The United City FM. A pleasure to have you in. So if we'd have started another podcast, Kev, you would be the man that would be on it. You would be the man that we'd absolutely have in charge of that podcast. If you aren't following the United City FM, please go and do so. And speaking of podcasts, he has a podcast called Football Manager Therapy. I used to have that podcast. It's now been passed to Rich Owens and Kev and Jebaru, and they're doing a bloody good job with it. So make sure you go and follow. Even Tomo, how are we, my man? It's been a day for you, hasn't it? It's been a day. We need to talk about that as well. We've got that to talk about, the whole Everton situation. It's not been great if you are an Evertonian. If you're a Toffee, let me know your thoughts on it, by the way. I know we don't normally talk about football, and I will try and keep a lid on it because I've got a feeling it's going to go a bit nuclear, especially comparing some views of other clubs. For example, like that, I like iconic cloth going straight in with being a Liverpool fan. I mean, this is not about being a Liverpool fan. Like, to be fair, as a Liverpool fan, you want your rivals in the league. Don't be so stupid. Of course, you don't want your rivals relegated. That's ridiculous. Evening, Llama. Welcome in, my man. Pleasure to see you. It's more about the consistency of the lack of charges against Manchester City and Newcastle and Chelsea. That's the issue. Not laugh at Everton. Now, let's face it, the Premier League's that shit that even with a 10-point deduction, Everton still aren't bottom. That's how shit the Premier League is. I mean, there's the problem. Miranda, speaking of podcasts, I watched the FM show last night. 2 episodes. First time watching. Definitely watch again. Oh, Miranda, appreciate you. Very, very kind. If they look at Everton, they need to look at them as well. Yeah, they need to look at them all. Man City, Chelsea, Newcastle. Get them all in the docks. Yeah, but they won't. Because those teams have players and managers that the Premier League and the TV companies want to keep in the league. So there you go. That's my conspiracy theory right now. How's the trifle? The trifle is about to start, Kev. About to get into it. I don't know if you've seen. We've just seen how Llama, by the way. Welcome to Llama. Can't understand the reaction to the Everton news. Everyone's saying about City. They're investigating City, but there are more than 100 charges. It's taking longer. Yeah, I think, isn't it 115? I think with City. That's a lot, isn't it? That's a lot. But you know, this is the issue. Do we actually believe? And I guess this is the thing, really, isn't it? That people are getting angry about. Is, do we actually believe that the Premier League will take any action against Man City and strip them of titles and stuff? I know they've done it in Italy, like, and I'm also not going to dispute the fact that Everton have broken rules as well. But I'm not going to be siding on, hey, but they've done nothing wrong. I'm not going to dispute that at all, because it clearly looks like they have, if they're in the situation where they've been investigated for those breaches. There is, of course, rumours going around that Usmanov had basically provided some money that was meant to be a loan but wasn't a loan, and it was all a bit dodgy and a bit don't say anything too much, That obviously then has had an impact, but it's just a bad look for English football. Do you know what I mean? It's a bad look, and that's the problem. And it's ultimate, without sounding like a proper old man about it, it's the fans you've got to feel sorry for. The fans are the ones who get done for, not the players, not the board, not the manager, bricks and mortar. It's the fans. Do you know what I mean? The fans are the ones that get done. The Premier League is the regulator. Exactly. Minnesota Toffee here. Hello, Uptown Avondale. Looks like the whole FA wanted to address a problem without punishing their cash cows. Welcome to capitalism. There we go. That's the thoughts. Loved it when City signed that fella from Melbourne, I think it was. Solomon Huddersfield never featured in a City shirt. Definitely wasn't FFP swindle. Well, they gave... my mate's a Bury fan, and apparently they gave Bury their training ground. Just like, oh yeah, just have that. That should be fine, And it happens all the time. Like I had Newcastle fans as well at me on Twitter today. Like, what have Newcastle done wrong? I was like, you know what you've done wrong, and we're not going over it again. Right? Pipe down. Bazookas with a corner, whipped in, headed away. Ottoman, get in there, lads. How's your stream today, by the way, Llama? Kev? Both of you, did you have fun? How are our new saves looking? Also very excited to see Llama's new stuff on YouTube. Dropping tomorrow, is it? Llama, or next week? Streaming is a delight right now. Oh, honestly, I said to you before, Llama, didn't I? Like, during FM23. Might have been at the start of FM23. I was like, your style is perfect for streaming, and I'm glad that you got you got yourself into that mindset of going, you know what, yeah, let's just go for it, let's just do it, because yeah, you're a natural. You and Kev, United City, absolute naturals. It's just brilliant to watch and listen to you both, and the fact that everybody loves you says it all. You know what I mean? Over the top there. First episode's out on Tuesday. Right, make sure you all follow Llama's YouTube content then from Tuesday on. Well, from before Tuesday, but for Tuesday onwards, absolutely keep your eyes peeled. Kev having a great time as well. Finished season 1 in 10th. Hit the post. Pedroso puts it back in. They were finished in 10th, having taken over when they were 20th. You'll take that, Kev. That's incredible. It's brilliant work. Up the United City FM. That's what we want. Cracking work, Kev. Right, so we are still 0-0, 20 minutes in. We did win our first league match, by the way, last night, which was the final game of the stream. We did lose our cup game, but never mind. We'll not talk about that. Needless to say, at the minute, I like FM24. Yeah, I think, you know what? I think people are liking FM24. It's pretty good. We're hearing the same niggles, of course, as you do with all games, but ultimately, most people are enjoying it. Kutaritis. Blocked out for a corner. We're looking not too bad. We might have to change a little bit of shape, possibly, or one or two rolls, because we're creating an opportunity, but we're not quite being ruthless enough. I mean, 6 shots there, 2 on target. It's not FM24 needs an argue with the ref button. Really? Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Could you imagine if you did? There'd be people going, oh, argue with the ref's OP. The computer keeps arguing with the ref. Oof, good save. Evening, Sigurd. Welcome in. Kev, I'm actually delighted to be Llama's warm down man when he finishes streaming. We're going to the Euros. Did you, have you got a ticket, Sigurd, or as in Norway have now qualified? Aatrox, loved it. Skip 23, having a blast. I think this is the thing. I think some people were looking at FM24 going, I'm just going to wait for FM25. When FM24 came out, they're all like, might have a little look at this FM24 because it looks pretty handy, and I think they've done a great job in terms of pulling people in, you know. Bearded Child got a new surprise shirt they sent me. Another Fuen Labrada shirt. Either they are banter merchants or bizarrists. Game of coincidence, but the kit is a banger, so I'll take it. Love that, bro, Bearded Child. Excellent. So which one have you got then? Did you get the home or the away one? Because there's another one on classic football kits. I think it's classic football kits that I quite fancy. I fancy one of the Fuen Labrada kits. They're the ones that have kind of got like flames and stuff all over it. Is that right? Or maybe that's a different Mexican side I'm thinking of. Fort de Villanueva or something, maybe. Straight at the keeper. Jordan, I think what they've done is completely correct. If they charge City, they just turn around and say this is unprecedented and you can't dock us, charge us that many points on money. That's a fair point. Actually, Bazooka's off the post. Kuntaritos, 1-0. That's a fair point, actually. We've not done it before, so therefore we're going to contest it. By charging everything, the Premier League have set their stall out of what one charge will be. Imagine Chelsea will be next, and they'll get a bigger points deduction, some financial signing restrictions. By doing both of those, City have no argument as the Premier League showing the severity of breaking the rules. It's an interesting thought. Never apologise for the paragraph, Jord. I like the fact you've set it out, because you can't do this on Twitter, can you? You can't, you can't have like an articulate discussion. So, HK Solin started unemployed, got promoted in season 1, expected to fight from relegation. Season 2, season of save, top of Croatian league, quite the save so far. Clue, you're loving the Croatian save. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that it's like worked out well for you. As Mavrias, former Larisa midfielder, tipped over the top by Marcajani. One bit of FM logic needs to be addressed, says Fraser Lloyd. We'll find out what that is after this corner. As it's hooked away, Pedroso decides to nearly give away another corner. Marcajani collects. Apostolarkis is starting to tire now. So is Liavias at centre-half. We can actually move him up a little bit if we needed to. Petralis is on a yellow card, so bring him Villa on, tire him out a bit. Fathoms. Oh, goalkeepers come up, Kev. It's your favourite thing you like to see at the minute. Deljanidis. Giorgio. Deljanidis down the line. Oh no, blocked by Mavrias. Oh, over the top. That's fine. Now just be a bit smarter, boys. Slow everything down a little bit now. Do that. Fraser says, sorry, one bit of FM logic that needs to be addressed. I should really address this once we've actually blown the final whistle, shouldn't I? Because I need to look at it. It's 2 wins out of 2 for Larisa. That's what you want, isn't it? 100% record. There we go. 2 wins out of 2. Fraser, my board wants me to play defensive football. I'm expected to go down. I'm playing attacking and I'm in 7th. They're delighted but moaning about the lack of defensive football. Yeah, I know. It's mad, isn't it? It's mad. Again, I think that's a football thing, isn't it? That's a football thing. It's just the way that it seems to be, sadly. You can't please everybody, can you? Least of all, football fans or anyone connected with football. Klub is having underdogs against Dinamo. Do I stick with 4-2-3? Want to go 4-3-3? I think we've just proven there. You go for it, don't you? And Render, this one, the FM show pod. Bit of an expert on it now as I'm having to watch 2 episodes at 4 a.m. I mean, to be fair to you, Render, you're able to probably recite more of it than we can, and we've recorded it. So I'm glad. I love the fact you're enjoying it. It's great to hear people getting into it whenever they get into it as well, and being like, you know what, yeah, I like this. Can't believe I've not listened for a while, and here I am involved now. Dan Campbell, appreciate the follow, by the way. Very kind, thank you. I think those alerts didn't quite show up, so I don't think there's anything that's popping up on the screen. I'm sure there is, though. Larisa will be out 3 of their players. Larisa will be without 3 of their players for the forthcoming Greek Super League match against Kalamata due to them being on international duty. Request postponement. And again, postpone that match as well. Look at that. International footballers. What are we doing with international footballers? Unbelievable. This is not what I signed up for. Mona Ret, I've been compulsively playing it, and it's been quite a while since I did that. There we go. See, Mona Ret's fully absorbed as well. Fully immersed, ingratiated within FM24. United City, what did I miss at Larisa towards the end of Season 1? So, basically, Kev, what you missed was we got to the point where we weren't really in with a shout of getting promoted, but we finished second in the Greek Super League 2. Now, what's interesting, and I do have to show you this, okay? What's interesting is last season it was a 2-tiered league, so north and south there was a split. And of course, Lividiakos went up with 54 points, and Ioannakis went up with 48 points in the South Division. We had 45, so we would have finished second in both leagues. Top 2 teams go up, so it doesn't really matter where we finished, really. But you know, it's pretty good. We finished third overall, which is handy because now this season it's just one league. They've changed it completely and went, let's make it one league, 20 teams, 2 go up, fight to the death, see how you get on. So we've done that. And season preview wise, we're expected to finish second. That was with Jan and Via. So I don't know what's going to happen when he goes, but at the minute, expectation is high. Thankfully, that doesn't quite translate to the board because they are expecting us to finish in the top half. So the board are okay with us just finishing in the top half. That should be fine. We are potentially in the process of a takeover, so that could affect us. We are a little bit over the wage budget, but thankfully with Jan and Via going, that might not actually be a problem anymore. So committed spending is £22,000 C, so that's going to come down in January when he leaves. And we've got a wage budget of 10 grand, so again we can move that around, put it into the wages if needs be. So that's where we are with regards to season 1. Then what happened was we thought, right, we needed to rebuild, get ourselves set for next year, and we ended up with 4 players left of the team. The rest of the players were looking to leave, out of contract, out of, you know, they wanted opportunities elsewhere. A bit of everything really. And we went, okay, fair enough, just, you know, go and do what you need to do. And we managed to retain our attacking players, who are, of course, are our better players, but it was still a bit touch and go at times as to what was going to happen. So a little bit concerning, but we've regrouped, we've recruited what we think we've recruited well. Problem is that our big player now doesn't want to play for us, so we'll see where we go in season 2, to be honest. So who knows? The big news, I'll tell you it now because we're into match 2, and I think I've relaxed a little bit more. I've had a bit of trifle, so I'm happy. The big news is we've got our Twitch partner application in, which I'm well happy about. Well happy indeed. So thank you very, 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 very much to everybody who has hung out, whether it's from day one, whether it's from, you know, the last month, whether it's from yesterday or whatever. Like, genuinely appreciate you all so much. We might not get it at the first hurdle, we don't know, but you know, we're in the mix now for conversation. So yeah, we smashed the threshold last night. It was incredible. There was like, we've been on a great run recently. Shellboy in with the follow. That alert's definitely not coming through up on the screen there, which I'm a bit, why is that not happening? This is the thing. See, Twitch is, my OBS is broke at this point. I need to reinstall it, I reckon. Partner party if you get it. Oh, 100%. 100% if we get it. If we get it. You know, there's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of things that can, you know, go into it and stuff. And I've heard of some great, very, very popular creators who don't get accepted on the first go. So I didn't want to be sort of one of those ones who like sort of kept it quiet, like, oh, I don't know, we'll sort of announce it when we announce it. But I thought you lot know how things have been going recently, and yeah, it's just nice to sort of for everyone to be involved, you know. Llama, congrats TJ, even if you don't get it first time, you'll have smooth balls and a cheap VPN. Exactly. This is the thing, swings and roundabouts, eh, Llama? You've got to win some stuff, right? That's what it's about. Maybe that's where it's from. They're like, hey, you know what? TJ, he streams all right, but I bet his balls are lovely. Maybe it's that. Whether it's this time or third time applications, it's the importance of the fact that you're crushing it will happen soon. Kev, I appreciate you so much. In fact, right on cue, there's the Manscaped advert. Yeah, it's 20% off Manscaped with code FMShow, or 25% on Black Friday. So, or as I'm going to call it, Ball Sack Friday. Lovely ball down the line. Bazookas is charging through, but decides to just try and run through a player. Apostolarchus gives away a free kick. Seriously though, just meeting the threshold to apply is mega. No, I appreciate that, Llama, and like I say, it's all come down to everybody, really. I'm the guy that presses go live, but you're all the people who come and sit and chill and hang out and play around with this sort of stuff. So it's something for everybody. It's something for everyone. We've all done it, not just me. Matty Aqua's in the house. Yes, Matty. Welcome back. Welcome back. Pleasure to see you. Thank you very much for your email, by the way, the other day to the FM show, and also the awesome work on the View from a Touchline. Some fantastic stuff with the realism pack. And speaking of people who are fantastic, Y Callum is in, and apparently Y Baby as well. So welcome in, Y Callum and Y Baby. Hello, how are we? How's the little one? Are they doing well? Are you enjoying it? Are they sleeping? Are you sleeping? Are you eating? Good save, Marcajani. And Render, for all the whinging, it just shows how excited people are about this FM. Yeah, that's true. Lots of excitement. She loves pooping and screaming. I've slept a couple of times in the last couple of weeks. That sounds about right for all of those things. But in a weird way, you wouldn't change it for the world. That's the weird thing about it. Like, no matter how ridiculous it is, you just go, yeah, this is good. Like, it's properly bizarre. But no, we're glad that Y Baby's keeping well. Hope Y Wife is well as well. Hope she's doing as well as she can do. Shellboy in with the follow. So I can't remember if I called that one out or not. Might sound silly. We just had a bath time. It was bloody lovely. Oh, mate, that doesn't sound silly at all. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Bath times are great. Like, so our kids are like 5 and 4 now. And for me, the best time is like just sat on the bedroom floor with them sat in my lap doing story time. So I just sit. They sit in the lap. In my lap, and they read. They read to me now, and it's like that for me, that's the cool bit. The other hour when we're trying to get them in the bed is a fucking ball ache. But that 5 to 10 minutes where they're reading the story, that's lovely. That's the bit you cherish. Can't wait for story time. Oh, mate, story time's the best. Story time's brilliant. We get to read some proper good books. Eldest James as well. His book at the minute's got the word escargot in it, and he keeps looking. He goes escargot, and he goes, "I'm just going to say snails." And I'm like, "Yeah, you do that." Teaching you English, then, Tony. They're trying. Oh, almost. Like, eldest Jameson is definitely going to end up being a teacher, I reckon. He just loves teaching and sharing knowledge. He just gets it, you know. Youngest Jameson draws massive cocks everywhere. So I don't know where he got that skill from. Let's see what else we can do. So I think we'll bring bazookas off as well. I've brought off. I'm going to bring Mario off. Can we get a late winner? Chip off the old. 100% Llama, 100%. I mean, I don't know where he's seen one as big as what he's drawn, but if he's not seen one, he's got a hell of an imagination. You know what I mean? Pedroso. Can't have that. If you've drawn a cock, you've got to draw the balls too. He wrote Manscaped, called FM show. I don't know why. I don't know how he's just drawing Manscaped advertising material. Exactly, Llama. Yeah, it had no pubes on it, so he's definitely done a good one. So 0-0 against Pauk Salonika B team. I'm happy enough with that so far. Although I say that, I was just giving the ball away. Now we're aware of the counter-attack. Seconds ago, why have I done this? Oh, what a save. Makes me laugh, the band Why I did an album called Manscaped. Did they? Oh, okay. Can't say I'm familiar with them, but I'll certainly check out their album, given the band name. I mean, that's look. So 1-0, 1-0, 0-0. 3 games without conceding. This is pretty handy, isn't it? Look, 1-0, 1-0, 0-0. We'll bore you to death. Greeno in with a follow. Appreciate you, Greeno. Nice to see you. Hope you're good. Early post-punk albums are brilliant. Pink Flag, Chairs Missing, 154. Okay, cool. We're on for that then. We're on for that. I should point out as well, by the way, I know that we mentioned at the start of the stream. Oh yeah, Lulu Booster. I'm just reading it and watching it. Lulu Booster has sent us a video of the Larisa Pyro. So we'll get that. We'll work out how we strip the audio off that, or a little animation or whatever. And we'll play that whenever we score goals. So. Since winter break, you're on Spotify. I'll have a listen. I'll have a little listen. Go and check it out. Excuse me, mid-season slump, says M. Render. Well, for us, yeah, I think so. The second we concede a goal, the whole house of cards is going to come tumbling down. Oh, your game. Okay, yeah. Taylor's old as FM. Taylor's old. Am I still doing CrossFit? I mean, well, yes and no, Mac. I should be doing more. I should be doing a lot more. But the eldest one does CrossFit now. So technically through osmosis, yes, I am. Try full fit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I am. I'm doing bits and pieces, but I need to do more. A lot more. What am I eating? I'm eating a trifle, a UK trifle, jelly, custard, and cream. You've been away for a long time, Matty. If you don't know why we got trifles, it's been a long time away. Put it this way, it's got that bad. We now have trifle emotes. That's how bad eating trifles has got. I can see diabetes in the bowl. Yeah, I wish I did. I wish I'd have seen it before now. I think this is the first one of FM24, though. Can anyone confirm? I think that possibly is. It feels like it's the first one of FM24. I think I've been fairly well behaved. Actually, there's a point. So I haven't been eating trifles, and then we've pushed into decent numbers. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was what was holding me back. Maybe people were against the trifle. Trifle consumed figures have gone into kilos. Yeah, review the tapes. I think we have to. We had a couple of bits of cake, didn't we, recently? I have had cake. Yeah. There's not been many streams that we haven't been sat eating something. God, I'm such a... Yeah. I know where I am. Trifle partner numbers. Right, hello, is that trifles? Yeah, excellent. Get us on. Again, those Pokemon causing issues. Yeah. It's always the way. It's always a bloody Pokemon. Larisa chairperson rubbishes talk of internal takeover. Speculation amounted amongst a deal for the club to change hands, but no longer appears to be the case. Oh, right. Okay, so it's still very much all up in the air, isn't it? We don't know what's going on. Get the monsters involved. Get them to sort it all out. You know? Sure, no one would upset the monsters. I've got loads of minors and a couple of majors of injuries. Sorry, I joined in halfway in that conversation. Going, what on earth are you about? Are you doing a driving test right now? But no, apparently not. Koala Grills Gaming, welcome in. I mean, that's a great name. That is a great name. Koala Grills. Obviously, the lesser of the Grills family. Try it, wasn't it? We need to get a sponsorship with the Women's Institute of Trifle Committee. I mean, is that such a thing, Brenda? Because if it is, send an email on my behalf, please. Feel free. We should get to eat a bowl of broccoli. I mean, I love broccoli. I love broccoli. Littlest Jameson loves broccoli as well. That's his favourite food. Although I say it's his favourite food. He obviously he is partial to a katsu curry. Tonight he had Thai green curry for his tea. He loved it. It's just like, yeah, more of this, please. The thing is, we gave him pizza. They were like, a pair of them were like, right, Friday we want pizza. I was like, right, fine, okay, no worries. Got him pizza and that sorted out. And then me and Mrs. J were having Thai green curry with green beans and spinach. So we've got our decent calories in there as well, and our vegetables. And he was like nosing about, and he's like, hang on, what's going on here? So I was like, do you want to try some of this? And he was like, yeah. So we tried it. He was like, I want a bowl of that. So he had Thai green curry as well. He had my spicy chicken ramen at Your Sushi a few weeks ago. So he wanted his own bowl of ramen. So he loves it. He's all over it. Sophisticated palate for a 5-year-old. I think, yeah. Like Mrs. J doesn't eat spicy foods. I don't know how he's developed that palate. I mean, obviously it's from me, but like they say that, you know, the kids will develop whatever palate it comes from the cravings. I think of the mum while they're pregnant. But I mean, Mrs. J is not going to eat spicy food at all. Like she's a korma, she's a korma lady or a masala lady. So how did I upset the nicest player in the world, Jan MV? It wasn't me. He come charging in, just like, oh, I'm upset. And I'm like, well, do you want someone else to hang with you? And he's like, nah, they'll get upset as well. I was like, what do you want to do? He's like, I'll probably just leave. So I was like, right, fine, whatever. So we're all a bit surprised, Scott, to be honest. We gave the lad the captain's armband. He was our big name signing. We were delighted that he was here. Massive signing for the league, and then it's like, nah, he just wants to go, so fine. So we sold him off to France. So at least we got some money for him, and of course he's off the wage budget. Ottoman, oh, so close. Couple of the drops of the shoulder, Chris Waddle-esque. Bazookas floats into the back post, headed away. Pedroso inside. Pedroso, Deljanidis has a go. Bazookas. Mum never eats spicy food, but I love it. Definitely got it from my dad. Okay, well, maybe I'm a bit wrong then. Katsu's a little sweet. Fine for kids, I would imagine. Yeah, I think it's the aftertaste, really, more than anything, isn't it, that's a bit interesting for them. But to be fair, as I say, he loves it. He loves it. When we went on holiday, we went to a food festival, because me and Mrs. J are foodies. And I've definitely told this story on stream, but Littlest Jameson was busy. We were at the chili stall. There were like those chili jam companies you get, and hot sauce companies. So I was busy talking to the people who run it, and he's like, and they've obviously got all the samples out in front. Youngest Jameson's got his cracker dipped in a Scotch bonnet jam. Before we know what's gone on, he's already like munching down on it. But he loved it. He absolutely loved it. And we were like, fair enough. His head's not exploded, so Scotch bonnet jam in it. So I bought some. I thought, fine, if he's going to eat it and it hasn't blown his head off, let's get some Scotch bonnet jam. And it's good, man. It's really good. Local Mexican order from there. There's a little tub of habanero strawberry jam. Oh, yes. Habanero jam. Mm-hmm. Yes, please, Monoret. Stick it on turkey burgers. That's what I like. Stick it on top of turkey burgers. Beautiful stuff. Evening, Muro De Carne. Welcome in. Nice to see you. Hope you're good. Hope life is treating you well. A little bit of dwelling on the ball there. Come on, boys. Don't go conceding goals off that. Good job. Good job. So 7 shots, none on target. So we're back to shooting off target again. Ball split through. Super Mario. Tipped onto the crossbar. Ottoman. Big fan of fruit and meat. What combos do people go for? Well, I had chicken and pineapple today, United City, but the pineapple was part of mango. Mango. So that's not good, is it? If I'm unsure about what I've actually gone for. Chicken and mango. I had a jerk chicken dinner today, so a little bit of mango salad with it. So I can go with that. Mrs. J goes for ham and pineapple on the pizza. I'll tell you that right now. I'll snitch on it. Pork and apple. Oh, there's a combination. Giorgio, ball through. Pedroso. What's the flag gone up for? I see now you're turning. Now you're turning on Mrs. J. It's the start of a heel turn, isn't it? It's like long-term storytelling. This time next year, Mrs. J turns full heel. What a finish by Petralis. What a goal. What a goal. I stand with Mrs. J, says United City. I've got no feelings on the matter. I've got no feelings towards ham and pineapple. When I was young, I used to have tuna and chicken, which I think is just as weird. But somehow it sort of worked in an odd way. The worst surf and turf you could possibly think of. Mrs. J's gone down in estimations. Well, there you go. Yeah, you tell her, Dan. You get her telt. I can't really do cooked apples, so the pork and apple is not for me. Ooh. Does it not really play with you, does it not, Kev? I do love a bit of an apple on me pork steaks. It's very good. Even, and this is not really that's a texture thing. Oh, that makes sense. We do like a Hawaiian toasty, which is quite nice as well. So you got like your bread, obviously, toast the bottom bit, turn it over, bit of ham, bit of cheese, and then obviously the apple under the cheese. That's quite nice as well. So that's technically ham and apple. Beef and chocolate was my childhood weird food. Then I saw the fancy restaurants doing it. CM Render's in. They know. Beef and chocolate. It's a weird thing, but it is a thing. Definitely a thing. What about duck and red currant jelly? Would that work? I mean, well, it does work. It's amazing. But like, does that count as fruit? I guess. Does your sauce count, or do you mean an actual piece of fruit? Like, you know, like chicken and grapes, that sort of thing. Pork and banana definitely counts. Oh, in that case, yeah, well, duck à l'orange. Duck à l'orange. How can you not consider turkey and cranberry? Oh, mwah. Love that combination. Turkey and cranberry is elite. I don't care what anyone says. Some people aren't a fan. Some people are like, oh no, it's a bit dry. Well, yeah, maybe, but or Aldi do a hog roast sausage roll with an apple flavor. Oh, okay. I'm on board, Dan. You had me at hog roast. But actually, oh, there's another one. I hate to be the like, oh, you never guess what my wife said, right? But one of Mrs. J's friends had a... my view of the stream died. Really? Tomo, come on. I thought you'd be open to culinary delights. Even Matt, how are you, buddy? Yeah, when Mrs. J went to a friend of hers' wedding, and she was like, oh, they've got a hog roast at the end. I hope it's pork. I was like, I think it might be. I'm quite confident it's going to be pork. She was like, oh, we'll have to see. I was like, yeah, turns out it was. Turns out I was right. What are the chances, eh? I accidentally took all my frustration on Twitter to a verified Man City fan page. Oh, right, okay, there you go. That's the thing. See, Twitter's the wrong place to talk to anybody, Tom, especially with yourself. Like yourself and Callum, obviously you've got vested interests in it, you know. It's a tough one. Could have been Rogue Hog or Boss Hog. I mean, yeah, Boss Hog from the from baseball or Always Sunny. I don't think Mrs. J could drink as many cans of beer. She's not a beer drinker. We should do that. Should we do that over Christmas? That'll be what gets me like, oh, here's Twitch partner. His Twitch partner's been revoked because Tony's drank 42 cans on stream. Might do it. Might try and do it with just me and Aaron as the Patreon special for the FM show. See how long before Steve watches it and goes, no, you're not doing that. Another thing. Right. Aaron, it doesn't even hit the post. What are you on about? Shut up. Am I still up the pop? No, I'm not. It's not that I'm back on the wagon. I think I'm driving the wagon, Llama. So I will go back off it at some point, but I'm not sure Christmas is the time. Although I tried last year. Last year was like early November. I was like, right, I'm going off it. Also, I've just come back in. What did I miss? Well, Mrs. J, it turns out that you're now the heel because I've told them about the whole ham, pineapple, and the pizza thing. Kev's with you. Some others are not. They're very angry. And we mentioned the hog roast thing as well, which is obviously now why we're talking about Boss Hogs. Apart from that, nothing really. Oh yeah, and the stream didn't actually work when I first started because obviously we did multi-streaming yesterday and it's ballsed up OBS. And I'm eating a trifle. So he's so far off the wagon he suggested swapping his daily bottle of wine for a daily bottle of Baileys. Yeah, I mean, it is true. Seeing it written down, it's bad, isn't it? Seeing it written down, it doesn't look well. I can't even have. There's no comeback. There isn't. It's a tiramisu flavoured Baileys if anyone's interested. So, yeah. Actually, me and Mrs. J had a few of them there tonight. We were just like, well, I'll try this to see how it goes. And then Mrs. J was like, oh, I don't drink it all, mind, because, it'll be bad. Like, I was like, look, this is less. I actually said, there's less units than a bottle of wine. So, like, it's not as bad as we're expecting it to be. And she went, oh, but think of the calories. I went, yeah, that's what you think about it. The calories. Yeah. Oh, I would do, yeah, but it's far too calorific. I mean, it is creamy, innit? I should really be on straights. Get my gins and my whiskies. Because that's the problem, innit? Pineapple and gammon. See? There you go. She's right. Ham's just gammon on a diet. Fair. Lama was surfing through the channels the other night, came across a show with Denise Van Outen investigates air fryers, how the mighty have fallen. I mean, if anything, I kind of respect Van Outen's hustle for that one. Investigating air fryers. Pretty handy given the fact that people should be investigating her I think I've been poisoned. Should be investigating her for her crimes which we think she's committed, but we don't know officially. What was interesting as well is I was listening to a podcast the other day, came out this week, and they were talking about people that they would find attractive, and Denise Van Outen's name came up. And one of my mates was just like, yeah, and I was like, I can't not after what she did. Pedroso. 1-0. She knows exactly what she did, Dan. She knows. But yeah, my mate was all for it, and I was just listening, going, if only he knew. Lovely bit of football, that, wasn't it? Okay, so this is good then. So if we can just keep playing like nice, compact football, doing the simple things well. Thank you for the sub of the day, Mrs. J. Oh, Sam Anshel. Bless you. Mrs. J is a good egg, ain't you? You're all good eggs, by the way. You're all good eggs. She's DJing a New Year's Eve party. Hang on, what? She's DJing a New Year's Eve party 5 minutes from the house. We're totally getting TJ a ticket. Yes, we are. Right, we're going. I'll stream it on TikTok. We conceded a goal. Right, that's it. Stream's over. All this talk, I'm going to see Denise Van Outen DJ live. Now conceded a goal. Distracted the goalkeeper. Where is she? Is she at the Slug and Lettuce or something? Get her to read out excerpts from Michael Owen's book. Imagine if that's what she's doing. Imagine. So let's just read from David. David Ginola doesn't like landmines. Be so funny. Stream it and ask if she'll play any Coolio and watch her face. You got Gangster's Paradise by any chance? No, I haven't. I bet you haven't. Awesome and great block by the defender there. Fairfield Manor. How la-di-da. Not that I know whether it's posh or not. It's called Manor, but then again, that sounds posh enough for me. I'm surprised she can change the vinyl, all that blood on her hands. Yeah, you can't really DJ in rubber gloves, can you? To keep any evidence off the vinyl. What a ball! Oh, Denise, you had a great show. You had a great show tonight. You killed it. No, I didn't. You can't prove anything. Shut up. Gotta go now. Have I ever played the Manor? I mean, I've played some hovels in my time. Never DJ'd. Maybe I have. No, I don't think I've played the Manor. I've played the Fool several times. I told you I did a gig in. Oh God, everyone's upset now. I did a gig in Thirsk on Wednesday. That was nice. In the old courtroom, it was called. So, of course, opening joke when I've been here before. Hey, that's not the sort of thing you want to say in a courthouse, is it? Tell us subtly you know via song titles, Murder on the Dance Floor, Killing Me Softly, Killing in the Name of, yeah, Daddy Coolio. Weird hearing on Radio X with Johnny Vaughan the other week. Oh, he's in on it as well, and he's the alibi, I reckon. Like, oh yeah, remember when we were just daft and giggly in the 90s? Oh, no. All right, fine. Offside. All this Denise Van Outen chat's meant they were now not as focused on the match as we were. Let's bring... We've got the centre back. Yes, we have got on there. Christopoulos. Make him just a normal central defender, actually. Mrs. J is the wedding venue where he asked the bride if you could go for a nap. Oh, is that where it was? Oh, I have been there then. Is that what that's called then? Fairfield Manor, is it? Is that one? I thought it was just the one. Oh, that's literally around the corner then. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm going to heckle. Yeah, I did. I did go and ask for a nap, to be honest, during that one. Because it was boring. I'm sorry, it was boring. It took forever. And me and two of the other lads, we drank the bar dry. Well, we wanted to go for a nap before we drank the bar dry. Because they wouldn't let us go for a sleep, the only thing that we could do was just, keep drinking. So... Oh no, giving the ball away. No. Good block. Great block, in fact. That's a free kick as well, isn't it? Is that the one where yeah, that is the one where I pretended to be a ghost, yeah. It might surprise you to know, some people don't like me. Particularly in settings where they've paid lots of money. Off the post. Plegas. Pick that one out. Took one of the chair goes on, pretend to be a scary ghost. I did. Lama, do you ever say a sentence and think you might be the first person in history to say that sentence? You just said, with all this Denise Van Outen chat, we're not concentrating on the match much now. Has anyone ever said that sentence before? No, you're probably right. Like, I think if there is a history of sentences, that's definitely not been there. That's a brand new entry. And in at number 5,000 this week is... With all this Van Outen chat, we're not concentrating on the match as much. It's 2-2. See? Van Outen's in our head. Oh, I mean, I had fun, Barton, I think, but I think the people whose day it was, they weren't necessarily too keen. But you invite an entertainer, you get entertainment. That's what I'm going to say, right? Yeah. It's just what it is. Bazookas. Ottoman whips the cross in. Headed at the back post. Calagaropoulos. There we go. Get those trifles out. Get your trifles out, lads. And lasses. And those who define as whatever they want to be. Calagaropoulos. Get in. 3-2. Tony Trifle Jameson. Oh, hang on. Big throw coming in. Big headers. Bollocks. We've got 2 weddings next year. We'll report back. I mean, I've got a feeling I'll only be going to 1 wedding next year. Sense of freedom when you've been knocked out of every cup. You can get self-training for the entire rest of the season. We should have done that, Render. We should have done it. 3-3. That's been quite a game. I mean, where's that put us in the league? 5th. It's a shame we've conceded all of our goals in one match, though. You know, up until that point, no goals conceded. Today, 3 goals conceded. So, never mind. Dust ourselves down, go again. At least we haven't been beaten. Respect the point. Remember, that's the other one, isn't it? Respect the point. Nicky Valou next. Then we've got AK. So, there we go. Nicky Valou, one of our local rivals as well, so I think we're expected to do well against them. Or we wanted to do well against them. They were fierce rivals. Let's know who tells you more about Jurassic Park and then belts out the theme sheet. I mean, yeah, I might well do Jurassic Park, actually. I think it's more likely that I'm not going to be allowed in. This guy earns 150 quid a week. Bruru. Leave him to the physios. Actually, that's a point. I know we've got a lot of centre-backs in now, haven't we? Where's that striker from Mali? There he is. Now he's keen. Right, let's get him in. Because I think he's gonna work out all right. I could be wrong, but I have a feeling he could be handy. Comparing with the rest of the centre backs we brought in, actually. Young domestic fringe player who's not far from first team football. Slightly better than Saridis. He is ever so slightly better than Saridis, to be honest. Okay. And who else is he? Is he better than Giorgio? No. Right. Okay. So he's better than Saidis, so right. We might keep him, we'll see. Kev says, listen to the most recent football shirt pod Rich on. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you for that, Kev. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that, because it's something a little bit different, isn't it? You know, and I do like the fact we've done that. So let's quickly shout that out as well, actually. There it is, there. Oh. Shirts, isn't it? Shirts, not art. There we go, shirts. So thank you, Rugio. See, Rugio's got my back. He's not going to let me down there. He's not going to be like, don't worry, Tony. You can go and find the thing yourself. He's like, I've already done it for you. I've got it. I made it a thing. Like, yes, he did. Yes, he did. Let's do a couple of changes. To be honest, yours comes on Monday. Oh, nice, Dan. You have to let us know in the Discord. Put that in there. Let us see it. Big rivalry. You got to go for it. Got to go for it. So Larisa versus Nikki Valou. Sounds like an R&B singer. Telejanides free kick maybe. Pedroso. Good effort. Good save. I think we do need a little bit. Was that a modern cultural reference? Well, I don't know, Rugio. Maybe, maybe not. Because I don't quite know if it landed. Because I don't quite know if it was right. Oh, keeper saves it. The world's just ended. Did I get it right? I don't think I did. Quick, check the news. Head away. Cleared away now. Bazookas. Picks it up. Goes to the byline. Pulls it back. Apostolarkis. Floats it. Oh! What a goal that is. Sofianos at the back post. Great strike. Quarantine cyclist welcome in. Just in time as well, by the way. Look at this for a finish. Apostolarkis to the back post, and Sofianos on the volley, right-footed as well. Smacks it past the keeper, 1-0, fans go wild. Evening quarantine cyclist, as we say, hope everyone's doing well. After last night's stream, I thought I'd cross the river, reset my password and see what Twitch is like these days. Welcome, welcome. It's lovely around here. We were going to stream again on YouTube tonight and do multi-streaming again, but as we mentioned at the start of the stream on to everyone here, OBS kind of buggered up after last night, so I had to rebuild everything again. And I didn't really have time to rebuild it for 2 setups because I didn't really know what was going on with the first one. Great header for Super Mario! So yeah, I couldn't rebuild the stream tonight. And even then when we went live and I cut straight to the first screen, it went log into Twitch, and I was like, let's have a conversation while I build some stuff in the background. And I'm not the most technical person, so vamos, but in Greece. Welcome, David Nyholm. Nice to see you, pal. Hope you're well. How are we? How's life been treating you? Ball in Bazookas. Ottoman gets the byline. Apostolarkis. Petralis. Inside. Lovely pass. I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you, David. Don't worry. In the midst of a transfer embargo now for Clue. We're doing good. We're doing good, David. Very well indeed. We're just chilling. We're enjoying Greece, to be honest. It's good fun. Obviously, I've never managed here before, but I'm finding it very enjoyable. Very enjoyable indeed. Although Yanim Via has annoyed me a little bit. Because we signed him as our big name signing in the summer, and then he's played 1 match for us and said he wants to leave. So, it's not great, is it? But we are 2-0 up against our fierce local rivals at the minute. Our last match we drew 3-3. First goals we conceded this season. In that was game 4. So, a bit worried if our defences are a little bit shaky at this point. Transfer deadline day for Alexander Corbyn. I need 5 players. Not sure the director of football is up to the task. Still waiting for Eric Dyer. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Have we destroyed the nation yet? Oh, yeah. You better believe it, David. That's my job. My first job is turn up, destroy the nation. Second job, rebuild it. Because you can't really build a nation when something's already there, right? You got to obviously flatten it first and start again properly. Like, look, foundations are wrong here. Your Parthenon looks great, but let's smash it down just in case, right? No, I think you've got it perfectly right. To be honest, my track record isn't for improvement. So, yeah, I think you're right there for destroy a nation verse. What football this is though? Pedroso, just needs a better finish. That counter attack was brilliant. It's called a dictatorship. I forgot that word wrong again. Damn. Regime change a nation. Is that not the right one? Heads are about. Oops. Let me just check something. Sorry, 2 seconds. Oof. Over the top. Worth every penny of his wage. Yeah, exactly. I think we're happy so far. Keep things going as they are. We might need to, we might tighten things up a little bit in the second half if we have to. How dare we see that North Korea has a dictatorship? Everything works absolutely by the book and nothing is censored at all. Well, hey, look, for a nation that's won the World Cup 17 times, I think we could all learn a lot from North Korea. You know? I've always seen this more as a spends time in a nation than a build a nation. Yeah, exactly. You know, emigrates, essentially. Tony Jameson doesn't necessarily do a journeyman per se. Take it easy, Clue. See you soon, buddy. We'll play catch up in Korea. Croatia. Hope you have a good weekend, buddy. Pleasure to have you in as always. Obviously, if anyone's in the background, they're brand new. Please do consider dropping a follow. Come and join the Discord if you want to. You know, chat all kinds of stuff, to be honest. Talk coffee in there if you want. Good effort. For reasons too long and boring to get into, I had to leave my home country. In game or in real life? I mean, I guess either way, it's there are definitely some reasons. Sofianos inside. Good tackle by Petralis. He's on a yellow card though, so I'm gonna have to keep my eyes on him. I'll probably have to take him off. Ball's played through now. Good finish. Petralis is killing it though in defensive mid. 7.3. Autumn's tiring, so we'll bring him off as well. Put Brew on maybe. Thankfully, immigration's fax machine was down the day I arrived. Oh, okay, fair enough. Welcome in. You're certainly more than welcome around here. More than welcome. Sofianos back inside and Villa. Boo. Booing him as they touch the ball. Opposition fans as well, of course. I think we'll try and spike up the crowd a little bit. Deljanidis. Good ball in. No one's going to go for it. Oh, I'm worried now. 2-0 up. Just have a feeling they're going to push their way into it, aren't they? Like that. What a goal. What a goal. There's not much you can do about that sort of shot, is there? Apart from maybe slow him down a bit more, Jan. Sofianos. Bazookas. Inside, Pedroso goes down. Penalty. That's what we want. Super Mario. Question there, Lulu Booster, playing with attribute masking on, offering trials for a week, doesn't show a single number for attributes. 2 weeks trials. Yeah, I tend to do 4 weeks personally, but I think the thinking is it's 2 or 3 weeks gives you full knowledge, but I tend to go with 4. I'm doing a trial, I might as well get as much value out of the player as possible, right? Really sort of make my judgment as informed as it can be. Great ball through, Pedroso. Come on, Pedroso, you gotta finish this properly, right? Brew goes down. That's not a penalty at all. We're not getting some of that. Delginides, Super Mario. Super Mario loses the ball cheaply. Tereziu. Melatides. Mavropoulos. Good effort. More cautious. We need to set a second game plan up actually for this. Apostolarcus and Villa. Kaligaropoulos. Going to get another 3-3, maybe. I mean, it's another point. Ball through. Brew. Oof. Still up in the air doing build a nation with Poland or Romania. Both are really, really good shouts, to be honest. Pallid Knight. I would potentially be, well, I don't know. Put it to the chat. What do you reckon, chat? Poland or Romania for a build a nation? I think Poland's got pretty good rules. Is Romania a little bit more interesting in terms of the teams? I mean, Poland's pretty interesting as well, though. Benjamin says Romania. Poland can definitely be the best one. Romania can be very tricky with registration. Ah, right. That's something to look at then. Is that with regards to the amount of players you've got to have in the side from within the youth academy and that sort of stuff, David, is it? Yeah, Poland's a fairly good gateway to build a nation. Tricky equals more challenging, says Benjamin. Yeah, exactly. But it depends on how many you've done, though, Benjamin. I mean, we've not done a build a nation before. We did about 6 seasons in Indonesia. That wasn't necessarily build a nation we thought it was going to be, but it didn't actually materialize that way. And so this is our first build a nation save, and yeah, I think some people might say Greece might not be the easiest one to do, but you know, we're here for it. Romania's got about 6 clubs as big as each other, so it's a competitive league, or it used to be. And remember as well, as Monorat says there, you're talking about competitive teams. You want to be looking at bringing a competitive team into the division as well. So ideally, you want to go a team below, a team below. And the easiest one, of course, there is Steaua Bucharest. But you kind of don't want to be Steaua Bucharest either because they're already going to be good as well. So you sort of need them to come up regardless. You've then got to pick another team. So Chrysopoulos has gone back to AK, which is fair enough, I suppose. And I think the other the left back's going to go as well shortly. Liavas is now out for 6 weeks. Just as we lose a centre back, we lose a player covering at centre back. which seems to make sense. Let's put Sedaris in, see how he gets on. Let's swap these two around actually now. Pressing forward and advanced forward. Need the pen to finish. Wouldn't say more challenges are necessarily better as a start. You'll spend more time pulling your hair out, understanding what works and why. I feel very seen. David, I feel very seen. I do like a difficult save. I do, but sometimes I think we do. Sometimes we just need to go, just do what works, Tony. Don't go messing about for no reason. Why are you doing that? You know, just try and just get it done. Pallid Night, when the match rules for Romania state, the match squad must have at least 6 players trained by a club in Romania. Does that mean they need to be trained at a club before their 21st birthday? Yes, I believe so. The question is, though, does it say how long they have to be trained for as well? Because, all right, Kazustis has gone back on loan as well, so that left back's gone back. That's fine. We weren't playing him anyway. Also, those players weren't actually costing us any money in wages, so that's pretty handy as well. So we've made a change. We've put Safianos inside. Kuntaritios has gone back out wide. Rest Bazookas, because he's obviously starting to tire a bit. He's 83%. We need a left back in to cover for Deligianidis, who's obviously tiring. Apostolakos is tiring a little bit as well, so we might swap him out for Giorgio. And try that. And of course, Sedaris has come in at centre-back as well. So, a couple of changes, but yeah, I think the main thing now is we need to start nosing about for a left-back to bring in on loan in January, probably. Obviously, once Mvia leaves, we've got Doumbia coming in January, the Mali striker, who I'm very excited about, to be honest. I don't know whether I'm putting all my eggs in one basket, but you know when you sort of think, imagine if we get a top striker now. He's young, and he could be a guy who like sort of does it for us, and we can keep him for a while. That's where I'm at. As Orteman opens the scoring, 1-0. Super Mario holds the ball up inside. Orteman's through. That'll do. 33 seconds. Starting with a bang. Blue Sea, appreciate the follow. Thank you for that. Very kind. Ian Regita Dre, welcome in. Nice to see you. It has been a while indeed. Classic Katie, good to see you. Hope you're good. How are you, friendo? You well? I'm sure you are. Pallid Knight, sorry. Well, appreciate the follow. Thank you for that. We're so apologies for anything that's not quite pinging up like alerts and stuff. It's not happening at the minute. Don't know why. I think I might be having to sign into various websites still as well because of the fact that I've had to reconnect stuff. That'll be it. There you go. Connect with Twitch. That'll be it. Oops. Right. So yeah. So should we test that out? Does someone want to drop a follow and see if that pings through? That theoretically should work. Good ball in, missed it. That's the most beggy way of doing it. Could someone just do something just for a second? The music's gone proper like laid back, hasn't it? Like elbow almost. Where's the oh, that's alright, it's coming off. Sofianos down the line. Super Mario Automon. Sofianos, I thought he was going to go down there for a penalty. He should have done. But he's too noble. He's far too noble. Stands it up and goes, I'm not diving, gaffer. I've got the better of him. Automon, Pedroso. Oh, wins it back. Pedroso goes down though. Automon, Pedroso. Oh, could have gone down again. This is what we want. Keep the pressure on. 1-0. Oh. Need that second goal though. I need to download some new footballs as well, I think. Super Mario. Back inside. It's only his third goal of the season. Can you believe that? We've only heard me do that 3 times this season. Big up Super Mario. 2-0. Half an hour played. That's the kind of start we want, isn't it? Ball inside from Sofianos. Mario takes a touch, turns, smashes it past the keeper. Well, corner now for the opposition. Elevetto headed away. Koala. Oof. Hit from distance. It's fine though. We survived somehow. Ball's played in. Mario. Oof. Over the top. So what's the plan for the weekend then, everyone? Has everyone got much on? Are we looking forward to doing something? We've got to take... I'm taking youngest Jameson to martial arts tomorrow morning. Eldest Jameson's gone to CrossFit. I think myself and Mrs. J got a bit of meal prep to do. Mrs. J is out on Sunday during the day. Ironically doing some more bridesmaid work. One of her friends is getting married. So I'm doing that. I've got a Blythe Spartans video to record for early next week, so I've got to record that and get that out. So we'll have to see if we stream over the weekend. Should point out as well, by the way, that next Tuesday I'm away at work, so definitely won't be there for Tuesday. Pedroso makes it 3, so I won't stream on Tuesday. Not that I'm supposed to anyway. But we might well be. We should be back in time on Wednesday. Should be. So it will be back to Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week. Unless I've got a gig. Have I got a gig next week? I don't think I have ever. Let me see. Monday should be fine. Wednesday, theoretically. Or Friday, Mrs. J is out on the lash. And Saturday. So, yeah. Elevelto with a goal there. Oh, it's up over the top, innit? Great ball. Some people would say that's a boring goal, but me, I'm like, it's cut the entire midfield out. It's brilliant. Sofianos in, penalty. Look at that, quick transition. Mrs. J's out on the lash and Saturday. Yeah, it's how she does it. Pedroso's put it wide. Only hasn't know it's saved. I thought he put it wide. I was like, oh God. Great first half. Give the people what they want, innit? 3-1 up. That should move us back into the upper echelons again. Petralis won the ball back and got the free kick. But he's on the yellow card, so I might have to consider bringing him off as well, because we don't need him suspended. We don't want him getting sent off. Plegas on. Oh, great finish. Ian Dan Rees, welcome in. Nice. It's another 2 goals conceded. I don't know what's happened to the team. We've just suddenly decided that we can't keep the ball out. We went with this incredibly tight defence for 3 matches and thought maybe got a little bit too confident there. It's like, yeah, it's fine. We don't concede goals. Then we let 3 in and it was like, oh, maybe we do. Maybe we do. And it's not like we can say we're going to outscore you, because it's not like we're scoring everything off the underside of the bar there. You know, we're not exactly free scoring. But in terms of play, I think we're doing all right. I think we're doing decent. You know what I mean? Pedroso, whoa, let's get you off there. That's a wild strike right there. That's going to kill a steward. So that's not really, yeah. Just no. That's Heskey-esque is what that is. Oof, over the top. Deleganidis will bring him off. I know we're putting a right back on in his place, but he is starting to tire, so we might need to do something there. Kunteritos. Back inside, Plegas. Blocked. Ottoman. Turns it back in. Blocked again. Cleared away. Throw in now. Can we hold on? Let's go a bit more disciplined, I think. Nothing silly now. Last couple of minutes. Super Mario. Oh. I thought save tipped over the top corner. Super Mario. No, Ottoman, sorry. Ottoman's going to whip the corner in. Here it comes. Super Mario picks it up. Ottoman. Kutanitos. No joy. Wins it back though. Well done. That's what you want. Five minutes of time added on? Must be due up now, surely. It's getting there. Sideras. Giorgio. Ottoman. Back inside, Giorgio. Fouls. Sofianos picks it up. Sideros. That'll do. That's another win. I mean, don't say it too loudly. We're looking all right. We're up to 4th. 5 points behind Pantelikos. Sorry, 6 points behind Pantelikos. 5 behind Volos. I think they're the 2 sides that came down last year. Yeah, they are. So, essentially, we're battling with them. Unbeaten. Five wins, 2 draws. It's not bad. Sigurd, how do you feel about national anthem football? Or the national anthem football. How do you feel about national team football? To be honest, I find it a bit boring, really. Even as a Scotland fan. And I've had me fun with Scotland, where we've got to the Euros, we got we get to this Euros as well. And that's been great. But ultimately, it's a bit dull. I just don't think there's a way of making it entertaining or interesting. In real life, yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, in real life, that's it. Yeah, I think it's dull. I think it's rubbish. I think in FM, in FM, I think it's really boring. But I do think we are going to have to take the Greece job at some point. So, we'll see how we get on with it. Georgians were embarrassing last night. What happened? Did we got a late equaliser, didn't we? Was it 2-2? I think in the end. Even Franco, how are we, buddy? Lurking on the way home from work. Hope it's been a good night. It's been lovely, thank you. It's been great. I've had a lovely time. Love Football Manager, hate the sport. LA. Yeah, that's pretty much it. To be honest, I'm certainly more of a Football Manager fan than a football fan. So this game, brilliant. Real thing, load of shite. Not for me, really. Quarantine cyclist, national football is the best. Maybe I'm biased. You grew up with near a high quality football. Trip to Wales game is a big deal. Try and follow Premier League, but I'm a fair weather at best. I mean, I guess so. I think the issue comes really with a sense of national pride, I suppose. And so I've grown up not feeling English. So, therefore, I've never particularly wanted England to do well in anything. Felt more Scottish, so naturally want Scotland to do well. Understand that Scotland are a bit rubbish, so kind of have to deal with well, we're not that good, so yes, we're probably not gonna qualify. So here's where we are. Most of the time we're going to lose. It's that's how football works. That's how international football works. Very happy when they qualified. Great. Enjoyed watching them when they were in the Euros. Brilliant. We'll watch them again in this new Euros, whatever that new Euros looks like. Delighted that they didn't qualify for the World Cup, because of course I couldn't bring myself to watch that. But I think when you got like these daft like Nations Leagues and that, which, let's face it, it's just a friendly, and then international friendlies are just so rubbish. Like, international football is only good for watching England lose things, because the England fans get themselves so wound up and convinced they're going to win, and then just to watch them lose, it's almost like it's not even funny anymore now. It's just like, oh, why will you not just learn? Just calm yourselves down. Like, and that's the problem. And I guess that's maybe like a living in England thing. And I'm aware, not all England fans, but yeah, enough England fans. Wales away trips especially have a very similar vibe to away club fixtures. Huge camaraderie, great vibe, generally all the trouble you get with the club football. Yeah, I can see that. I can see the appeal of it, but as I say, I think it comes down to if you feel patriotic, then you obviously feel, that's where you're going to get involved in, isn't it? Like, if you're a fan of a football team, you're going to care more than just a fair weather fan. So that's where it is, and I've just not felt it at all. So I don't have that feeling. Like, I didn't understand. The Euro tickets came out yesterday, this week I think it was yesterday, and I had no interest in even considering applying for tickets, because why would I? Like, why would I? But I know some people would have been desperate for it. I didn't even try and get tickets for Liam Gallagher, so I'm not going to try and get tickets for Scotland versus inevitably Saudi Arabia in the Euros. Football's coming home. Has it ever been home? No, it hasn't. It's been called in for its tea several times, and it's never really heard. So it's been too busy out playing. Me tomorrow, 1:55. Me and the dog standing up, belting out the anthem, irritating the neighbours before the game against Armenia. Maybe that's part of it as well. Maybe I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the Flower of Scotland. Amazing song. The English national anthem's horrific, isn't it? But it's always been sung by people who are very, 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 very proud. Very proud. It's people I just can't. It's a thing I just don't understand. Saudis will buy their way into the Euros somehow. 100%. Right, so the Euros are going to be held in Germany, but the final is in Saudi Arabia. Like, why is that? Just cause, bringing the Euros all over the place, aren't we? That's what football's about. These guys knocked us out of the cup, remember? I'm going to do the same again. He said with filling his mouth full of creamy trifle. Yeah, another thing about the Saudi Arabians. It's a good finish from distance. A Euro final is more likely than a Euro final in Saudi is more likely than a Super Bowl outside the US. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't think they'll do a Super Bowl outside the US. They might do WrestleMania outside the US, but they're not going to do a Super Bowl outside there. Absolutely not. How much is a trifle these days, TJ? £2.50 or £3 maybe. NFL applies to 4 countries. I'd love to disagree, but I can't really. As an American, I'll be furious if the Super Bowl's outside the US. We'll be like having the UEFA Championships in New York City. I mean, they will consider that. That's the problem. They will consider that in New York. Because if they can sell it for people to watch it, they'll definitely consider it. Penalty! Hello, Murph. How are you, buddy? Pleasure to have you in. How is life treating you, my man? Pedroso scores! That'll do. That's what we want. Welcome in. Big shout out, of course, to Murph. If you feel so inclined to go and drop the man follow, you should do. He makes good stuff. I think the Champions League final in New York would be sick. It'd be class, wouldn't it? We're all very good. We're very, very good indeed, Murph. Thank you. Very, very good indeed. It's Friday night. We've got our trifle. We're busy doing all right in Greece, having a lovely time. At the minute, we're still unbeaten, and we've played more than one match. Before you go, we've only played one game. Yes, we have. And yeah, it's fine. Although Jan and Via, our big signing, asked to leave after like one game. He was like, I'm not really feeling it around here. I'm like, thanks. What are we meant to do with that? So, and of course he's now not going to leave until January, so we've still got to pay his wages up until then. How can he be feeling Greece? Well, he came from Greece. He was at Olympiakos. And then he was like, oh yeah, I'd rather not. I'm like, what do you mean you'd rather not? So he's on the bench, so I'm going to bring him on, like, because we're paying for him. But yeah, I've considered taking the captaincy off him and everything, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know if I can bring myself to do it. I probably have to. I probably need to like stamp that authority down. Be like, right, this is what's happening. But I don't know. We'll see. No one needs the Nations League. I can give or take the Euros. Fair. Just have the World Cup every 4 years. Yeah. Just a World Cup. You know what? Just a World Cup and every nation competes in it. Like, and the World Cup is all summer. That's what I'd like. I'd like that proper World Cup, not like the same 32 team World Cup, or finals tournaments with 16 teams only make it hard to qualify. Yeah, but at the same time, I think it should be like the FA Cup. And Villa, Jan Villa, he scores. I think make the World Cup like the FA Cup. So you got Western Samoa versus Brazil. Winner stays on. Yes. Yeah. Always use the star Zeep. Exactly. Will that change his mind to stay? No, it won't, because he's already agreed to transfer, and we've got the money coming in for him. So definitely not a traitor. Yeah. I think take away all the seeding. Do it properly. Murph, big question. Do we know if producer Steve finally got past day one? You will find out on Wednesday when the new episode drops. Spoiler alert, no. He hasn't. He absolutely hasn't. But 200 nations in a pot, no seeding. Japan versus St. Kitts, Germany versus Gabon. It would be hilarious. It would be what the World Cup needs to be. Do you know what I mean? Sofianos, and I've just smashed the mic arm there, so apologies for all that noise there. 3-1. That's what we want. Not to be bitter about the World Cup with every nation would see Wales getting Italy, Germany, Brazil, England get a group with Eritrea, East Timor and the Cayman Islands. To be fair, that's England's qualifying group anyway. That's part of the reason that I don't like international football, because they just get Lapland, my old school team. It's just a joke. Atlantis. It's just silly. And to be fair, even when they get San Marino, they still concede. England would still go out. Yeah, I hope so. Qualifying lacks peril. Games like tonight. What happened tonight then? What's the situation then? Like, where are England at right now? Like, are you all doom and gloom now because Gareth Southgate? Are you back on the Gareth Southgate you don't like train? Because for a little bit you were like, oh, we don't like him, but he's in finals, so we have to respect him. And now is it back to, God, it's dreadful. So we're currently third. We're 5 points behind Volos, who are top, and we've got a game in hand. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, 95% the same. 4 of the 6, England, France, Germany, Italy, Holland, Spain, Mexico, Argentina, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Yeah, eventually you get the same. In the same way you get the same with the FA Cup. Like, it doesn't matter how many teams you put in, it ends up being Man City in the final, usually against Liverpool or Arsenal. England are a Michelin star restaurant with a Wetherspoon chef. They're not, though, are they? They're not a Michelin star restaurant. They're a fine bistro pub with a Wetherspoon chef. England ticked a contractual obligation by playing a game nobody wanted in the middle of a busy season. Nothing to moan about. Didn't even score. Didn't score 7. Big deal, doesn't matter. They're a little chef. Yeah. England are a roadside cafe. Southgate's never been a good manager. See? It's all coming out now. We didn't have a meltdown. Steve Clarke, we were like, that's fine. It's all right. Who's he actually beaten? Well, this is the thing. Like, England got to a final. Got the final of the Euros, didn't they? They beat a really bad Germany side. I can't remember who else they beat. They didn't beat Scotland or that. But I can't remember who else that they actually played. And, they were ahead against England, against Italy, but obviously couldn't get the job done. And in the World Cup, whenever they came up against anybody, they came up against Croatia and they lost. Everyone else was like Colombia and Tunisia, Malta. Harsh. England have the players to be Bellinghams. No, they've got one Bellingham. They've got one Bellingham, and they've got Luke Shaw. And there's a big, big difference between those players. There's a big difference. Even I know that. you can have one top world class talent, but there's not 11 of them. There's not 16 of them. There's not 24 of them. There's a few Irish lads in there as well. But as with everything, it's trying to get them to play together. You're getting all these players, and I might be wrong, but the players are they'd rather win stuff with their club teams who are paying them more money. The Champions League is more prestigious than the World Cup now because they've marketed it so. And then players now, they don't want to get injured because they don't want to miss the season. They don't want to then lose their place in the Man City and Liverpool sides because they won't get back into it. So then they get sold, and then they miss out on the experience of the Premier League. That all important, all singing, dancing division that we've been told so much about. So yeah, that's sort of where we're at. Or at least that's how I see it anyway. And I don't know whether I'm right or wrong, but for me, that seems to be how it looks. But more importantly, we're about to play Volos. Volos are top. We're third. We're in red. Volos are in red and blue. So we're in crimson, I should say, sorry. Yeah, Volos are top. 2 games in hand now. AKB have taken the lead. Delijanidis. Tonight's game is equivalent to Man City beating Doncaster 2-0 in the Carabao Cup. Nobody would slate Pep for such a result. True, but nobody would also watch it. Did if we use that analogy, then Dino, and welcome by the way, because I've not probably said hello. Did England play their full strength team then? Was it the starting 11 that you'd expect? Because if you use that analogy, I'm presuming Pep would probably start. Well, his second string is probably still pretty decent, isn't it? But Foden, Kane and Rashford. It's pretty much first choice, isn't it, really? 5 defenders, 1 was in midfield. Okay. So 4 defenders then and a midfielder. To be fair, didn't he have a team of right backs at one point? Scotland have got a nation of left backs. So Delijanidis gives it away. Heard another streamer say we should have scored at least 10 because I'm an arrogant Englishman. Oh, that's why we hate. That's why we hate listening to England fans. Oh, Kunteritos with the goal. Tomori at left back was interesting. What the hell's he doing at left back? The player that's won Serie A, and you just go, I just stick him at left back. Because how dare we move whoever's playing it centre back? Trent Alexander-Arnold in midfield. It's very much trying to fit players in, isn't it? No one really knows where the players are meant to go. Bazookas is on a yellow card. I'm tempted to bring him off actually. Already because of the fact that he's on a yellow card. And I put Mvia on. Don't remember the last time the last England game I watched, just here for the Jude highlights. It's fair, Murph. It's fair. Your boy's doing alright. And your boy, of course, is doing fine at Sunderland as well. To be honest. Reasonably strong, but Kane and Rashford are going to be busy busting a gut when the team's already 1-0 up after 10 minutes. Nope. Had we beaten them 10-0, the same bonus we'd be saying, well, doesn't mean anything. It's hiding nothing type fixture, which no one will remember when it comes to the tournament. And I think that's, well, again, in essence, there's the problem with international football. There's too many meaningless games. And I know you can do the same argument for all the Premier League fixtures, really. As I said, we've talked already tonight about Everton get a 10-point deduction and they're still not bottom of the league. And they still probably won't go down because the Premier League's that crap that even with a 10-point deduction, they're going to still stay up. You'll just need 25 points or something to stay up this season. Reasonably shame the parent clubs are in the mud. Cheers, Rooney. Results don't matter. It's the performance. If the performance was good and it wasn't. No one looks at the game and is scared of England. But Even Luffy, welcome in, buddy. How are we? Good to see you. How was your stream? How'd you go on tonight? Thank you for the raid. Very kind. Do a shout for Luffy there. Give him a follow, if you don't mind. Put all the dead European teams in one group who struggles to pick up points. But, okay, so if you were trying to create a tournament then, think about this for because, and again, I'm trying to sort of think as a neutral, what would I like to watch? Because I don't have a vested interest here. Who would I like to watch? What would I like to see? I'm not really bothered. I think that's the problem. I think I just have no interest in watching international football, really. There's no, I don't have, as I said, that sort of like international pride of watching your nation do stuff it's not really there for me, because I can feel it, but it doesn't mean that it's 100%. I'd like to see national team football because you can't buy players. You have what you have. Well, yeah, you have. Well, not strictly true though, Sigurd, is it? Because England's current team has at least 2 Irish lads in it. There's a whole load of Caribbean descendants. Good tackle, Ottoman. Oh, Declan Rice and Jack Grealish have played for Ireland and then have been transferred across to England. So international transfers do happen. Issues many of the players don't care about international football until it's a major tournament. Yeah, and even then I don't think they care really. They care at the international tournaments because it's a way to generate a transfer to a bigger club. No, look at for example, look at Emi Martinez at Villa. Yeah, gets the, did he get the Golden Gloves at the last winter tournament, and didn't leave Villa because, well, Real Madrid can't afford him because he's getting a decent wage in the Premier League. So wasn't England legend Michael Owen born in Wales? County lines, you would say so, possibly. Is anyone born anywhere? Scotland have had a whole bunch of English players as well, so it's not just a one-way street, by the way. And American players as well. We've suddenly turned a, probably you want to be one of ours? Yeah, why not? In you go. Well held, Marcajani. Remember, it's become too much. It's basically another planet with aliens on it. Yeah, not wrong there. We don't have the patriotism of, say, the USA, so most don't care. We all know the town we live is a bit shit. Oh, I don't know about that being a child. If England fans, I think England fans have picked up from the USA mentality. The whole thing, it's just like so small nation, small man syndrome, basically. The England nonsense, flag shagging, it's all a thing in it, and it's all stemmed from that. Oh God, aren't Americans silly? Yeah, they are. Yeah, well, you're doing exactly the same, so maybe have a think about that. Jack Charlton's Irish team was England B with an Italian lad. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, because that just shows just how stupid it is, doesn't it? Like it just doesn't matter. How's the Ireland team, Jack? Oh, brilliant. Who's Irish in there? None of them. But yeah, Zeep's loving it. Right, I'm changing this playlist up because it's all just a bit. This is meant to be 80s. Where's 80s bangers? Is that on? Let's pop a bit of disco on. Oh, that should liven things up a bit. And the Scotsman won us the game against England. There we go. See, Plegas should start more games. Go on then. Have games. You can have loads of games. Plegas, because Mvia's leaving. Sounds like the kids' bedtime music. Yeah, exactly. I don't want people to go to bed just yet, geezer. I want us to stay and hang out still. Stojanovic removed from the shortlist. That's fine. We're not going to play him. Postpone that match again for internationals. See? Internationals just getting in the way. Ruining our vibe. So Diaragas next. Kalamanta. Ialikos, Shania, Trikala, Panatalikos, and Ayagialo. Fifth in the league. 8 points behind Volos, but with 2 games in hand. So I think we're in a pretty decent spot right now. Yeah. Might as well sort footballers into Ireland and the British teams. Oh, God. Or sort the teams like that, yeah. No. We can't talk about British and Irish and how it works. No. Nearly got myself in trouble last year because of it, so. Doing a start on cricket. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Just make it up, innit? Just make it up. Where are you from? Oh, the West Indies. Yeah, all right. Who do you want to play for? West Indies? I'll just be English. You sure? Yeah. There's a couple of Bangladeshi lads as well. They're English. Who's the bowler? The bowler's from Scotland. What about the wicketkeeper? Irish. What about the fielders? All Dutch. And you represent England? Yeah. How come? I don't know. Just the way it is, isn't it? It's how it is. They asked, and we went, yeah, fine, whatever. The manager's English, all right? Nah, Australian. A bit like rugby, a bit like just like everything. It's literally everything, just like, where are you from? Not here. Not here. This is why none of the players sing the anthem, because no one knows it. This is how you get this is how it's all started. All the daft political batshit things. See? Assistant coach is South African. Get the best person for the job. Famous English batsman Kevin Peterson. Exactly. Yeah, loved being it. He was so English. You couldn't stop him saying apples and pears. Internationals matter because all the established teams play each other. I won't even pretend to understand how rugby works. South African born and bred. So ruddy bloody English. Sedaris can come out then for Giorgio. I mean, I know we're saying that there's players being rested for international duty, but our team looks knackered. So, Diaragas, I mean, we've said it before, that's the best badge in Greece, isn't it? KP got an England tattoo. That's how Greek he is. Yeah. Oh, right. Kevin Peterson, can you prove how Greek you are by looking at this picture of something German and offering what you think is the right answer? It's just stupid, isn't it? No one needs the Six Nations 4 months after the World Cup. When is that? Is that like a yearly thing as well, is it? If you can't use rampant colonialism to bolster your cricket side, what was the point? That's the only reason cricket exists, isn't it? Chris Froome is English but born in Kenya. Freddie Mercury, India. Could it be this British culture? I mean, Sigurd, what that is again, that is colonialism, not necessarily culture. That is definitely because of mistakes that were made previously. Yeah. To be fair, the West Indies just grouped 25 islands and went, that'll do. Split it down into counties. That's what you should do. Like, take it all back, right? And just go, right. There's no internationals anymore. None. Have a draft. Have a big international draft. Everyone's eligible. Do it that way. That'll be more fun. But you have to have like one player from each nation as well. So, Haaland up front with a San Marino left back. And Super Mario at the back post. Hemisphere versus hemisphere. That's what I want, isn't it? The following contest is a hemisphere versus hemisphere match, and it is for the World Cup of Soccer. Fighting out of the South Hemisphere. Be great, that. Chris Wood up against Rory Delap's son, Sofianos. 2-0 by draft. What if every country gets 23 shirts? They all go into a mystery shirt competition. All the players get a shirt that tells them which country they get to represent. Yeah, like the NFL draft. You just get phoned up and it's like, oh yeah, you're off to Minnesota. And they're like, alright, cool. Turns out that for 5 years I've got to go and live in Minnesota. Okay, that's cool. You know, I don't like living down here in Florida. All that heat. That's what they need to do. They need to ring it up and go, right, here's the situation, okay? Saka, now, I know you've had fun playing for England, but it turns out you now represent Cyprus, okay? But I've never seen snow to him. My mum's Puerto Rican and my dad works out of Miami. Yeah, but you know, you'd like to thank God, you'd like to thank your family, and great opportunity. Just want to play football. Can't wait to get started. Me and my teammates. That's what they say. So they all say, and they already have the hat as well. It's like they know what's going on. Like, let's put that hat on that's sat here. Like, yeah, I'm off to the Carolina Panthers. Play anywhere for money. That's the problem. See, going there for money. Is that Haaland? Yeah, you've been drafted to Carlisle. It's kind of ironic the best college player gets given to the shittest team. Yeah, and that's what they should do in football. They should do it proper football teams. Like, Luton should have been given the best youth prospect in Britain at the start of the season. Right, there you go. He's your player now for the next 5 years. Try not to fuck him up. Stupid sexy money. I think it would make football far more interesting if they did that. You know, it's a great system. It's a great system. And as well, like, you know, imagine putting the waiver wire in for the Premier League or for football in general, right? Someone gets their knee done, hamstring or whatever. They're out for a few weeks. You got to sit there and go, oh, do we release that player just because they've got the hamstring done? Imagine the thought process that would have to go around. We have to cut them. You know, Super Mario with a penalty. American sports are somehow even more about money. Yeah, but they don't hide behind that fact that they're anything but that. What a miss that was. Offside though. Money, drugs, and custodial sentences. That's the NFL. Doing a Leighton Orient save. There's one of my saves as the best player I saw in real life. He's awful. First touch, and I'm like, you fucking shit. Yeah, you're dreadful. You're dreadful. How about everyone is amateur and you can just play for who you want? Oh, like just literally just like move whenever. That'd be fun. Oh, George, was going to get sent off. That's a silly tackle, isn't it? You've already made your mistake. First of all, then you've got to get yourself red carded. Imagine Jack Grealish to be Johnny Manziel. Who would be? Would he be called Johnny Football then? Jackie Football. Oh, Sidoritas is there. Sorry, Super Mario, I know you're on 2 goals, but you're tiring. And we could do with just shoring things up a little bit. One week play for Hillboy FC, one week play for Big Sam, the other play for Elf Bar United. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, just as long as you pay your subs, you're fine. Team below you must win to relegate your sides who join the opposition for a week. I like that. There's an element of jeopardy in there. Sold or loaned a third of my squad for the rest of them are playing like world beaters. They've got the fear. Put the fear up them render. But yeah, I do like the idea of the best player having to go with the shittest team. Because it's not necessarily the best player. It would be the best player in that specific position, wouldn't it? Because, you know, the number 1 draft pick isn't... You know, it depends upon what you need that makes them the number 1 draft pick. So, for example, you know, would Luton go for the number 1 striker? Don't know. Would they go for the number 1 goalkeeper? Don't know. In fact, there you go, right, for the last 20 minutes or something, if you're Luton, right, and you're in the Premier League, first year, they've got the new draft system on, and you can pick the first player, the first youth prospect out. What position are you going for? Who's the number one pick? Position, of course, because we don't know the players. Unless you do know the players, and then tell me the players, and I'll be like, oh yeah, of course, yeah, I'd say that, yeah, great. We could have found out if Messi could have done it on a cold, wet Wednesday in Stoke. Yeah. Could have done. He's been drafted to Port Vale, though. Oh, my God. Ruined it for everybody. Luton go for a centre-back in round 1. Okay. Any advances on a centre-back? What were the Premier League equivalent of tanking for the first pick, treading the fine line between wanting to be the 17th to get the best pick, but not wanting to be relegated? I think you'd have to dump a lot of players off, wouldn't you? You know, strike heroes going to concede goals. You need a goal scorer. True. Then they can obviously cash them in, but as well, they'd be brought in on relatively cheap contracts, and then you could franchise them, lock them down for the big contract. You'd like to see Pep manage Luton. Yeah. But Mrs. J always says this one. If Guardiola's that good, why doesn't he manage fucking, down in the, why doesn't he manage Southend? And it's like, because he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to. Like, it's just the way it is. You build a team from the back, Sigurd says. Ruggiero, I'd take a fullback just to screw everyone else up. Keepers are fewer and further between, having a good one. Manage a draft. I mean, yeah, there's definitely... See, it's not as straightforward, is it? When you go, oh yeah, just pick the best player. You go, where would I strengthen, though? Why doesn't Jason Manford play the Village Hall one random Tuesday in March? Doesn't have to. Yeah, but he did. He did at one point, though. That's the difference. I suppose that's doing a difference, isn't it? Manford had to play that as part of his training. Guardiola didn't. Barca B was a training. Oh, I'd say I would have loved to have done some gigs that was as low as Barcelona B. I would love to do some gigs that were as good as Barcelona B. I did a gig once in a pub up in Northumberland where the fruit machine was behind a cage. So that's not quite Barcelona B, is it? Yeah. I've done a gig in a care home before. That was horrific. I've done a gig. Well, actually, I didn't do a gig. I refused to do it. I got asked to do some comedy at a food festival, and what they meant was, do you want to sit next to people at the bar and just tell them jokes? And I was like, no, I don't want that at all. And they were like, well, you can stand in the middle and just do it there. I was like, nope. And they went, well, what do you mean? I was like, have you got a microphone? And they said, no. Do you need a microphone? And I said, the person who's in the next stall selling perfume has a microphone. If I'm doing it, I need a microphone. And by the way, I'm not doing it, so don't go looking for a microphone. Which one else did we do? It was bad. Did your resident die on stage? I died on stage. I did. It was awful. Awful gig, that one. I've done... Freshers shows are dreadful. Like student gigs are bad. I've done corporate gigs, which are so bad. So bad. After dinners. The more I'm saying this, the more I'm starting to think that I'm the problem. But I'm not. But I'm also not the right person for those sorts of events. But you remember when you say about what you'll do for money? I have to tell them to be like, look, I'm aware you've booked me for this, but I am not the right person here. Freshers gigs sound awful. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. Any gig where the audience don't really want you to be there is difficult. It's really quite tricky. Corporate events sound lame as fuck. You don't want to be there. Neither do they. Exactly. And you've been paid really well to be there, and you don't care, and they don't want to be there. And it's just all shit. It's all dreadful. But Joy and clams, and it isn't people going to see a gig. Yeah, 100%. Or even, but then you get the ones where like there'll be people. Like, how do I word this? There'll be like an office night out, and someone in the office has said, "Oh, let's go to comedy," and that'll be there. Like, "Oh, yeah, let's do that. Let's go to comedy. That'll be fun." And what they haven't worked out is that that's not fun, because everyone else who's gone out from work wants to just sit and have a chat. And they've taken you to a place where you're really told you're not supposed to talk, and you're meant to just listen to what these people who you've never heard say things are about to say. And then they're like, "Oh, but I just want to come out of a conversation." Like, yeah, well, not here, though. I don't even want to be here, bro. Well, they're not even funny. Like, oh, and then you get the best one. "Oh, well, he's just talking, isn't he?" Like, that, genuinely, I had that once. "Oh, he's just talking?" Yep. That's all I'm doing. I'm just talking. I've not considered anything I'm going to say. I've just turned up, very arrogant of me, and figured I could get on stage and have a go on the microphone. But yeah, that's just me. There's me just talking. I'm just talking. That's all I'm doing. Just talking. Anyone can do that. Evening, busiest bar, and welcome in. There's a goal for you. There's a goal. Ottoman. Opening goal, 3 minutes in. Student gigs. We, the union staff, had to lock ourselves in the drinks cage after things got way too rowdy during a showing of an India-Pakistan cricket match. Really? Oh, Jesus. Authors just typing 90 words a minute, get a book. Exactly, Miranda. It's just words, isn't it? Just, all they do is write in a book. Like, God, come on. Anyone can just write. I've been writing since I've been at school. I've got a pen. I've got some paper. I could, just writing a book, innit? Just writing words on a page. Artists just drawing. Or just drawing pictures. You know that. You know Picasso. He's not even that good, is he? He can't even do faces properly. Nose is over here. The eyes are all the way over there. I've read books that feel like that's exactly what the author did. Yeah, I own those books. Sigurd's already wanting a line done. Should we get a line? Let's do a line before bed, shall we? Yeah. I don't even know why people look at photographs. Like people who are like photography is difficult. It's just photographs, isn't it? Just taking pictures of stuff. Like what's good? Is the picture good, or is it the thing that they've taken the picture of good? Yeah. Because the picture itself is only as good as the picture that you've taken. Shoot, that's actually a bit too philosophical, isn't it, for that situation? Isn't it? I've got a phone, I can take a picture. No one's calling me. What's he called? Me reference has gone there, isn't it? Never mind. It's 11:45. We don't need things this deep. That's what she said. We can go back to aliens and conspiracies. It's just people from different planets. It's just people in a fucking spaceship, man. We can all just get in a spaceship. I tell you, I know Davey's not from around here. Doesn't mean he's an alien, does it? He's from Wallsend. We start thinking like that, the world just gets very dull. It does a bit, doesn't it? Nice intercepted. Kuntaritos. Oh. Give us a number, by the way, Sigurd, as well. Give us a number as part of our bedtime reading. Ottoman blocked. Bazookas. Plegas. Hate to be that guy, but for my 20s and 30s, I was the word count for hire guy. 500 words on things to do in York. Like 15 quid and it's knocked out. Oh, really? Is that what you're doing? TripAdvisor. Interesting. In a weird way, I'm actually quite impressed by that. I know I shouldn't be impressed, but I am. I don't think I've ever met anyone who's done that before. There's not 10 things to do in York. Yeah. If the answer doesn't have anything, if the answer doesn't have anything that sort of ties in with little tiny tea shops, Vikings, and Harry Potter shops, then yeah, there's not a great. The Races. Did copywriting for as well, taken over by AI. Yeah. Get in, bazookas. I'm bored of all these. Oh, I asked the computer to write me a poem. Great. Well done. I asked the computer to draw this picture of my head. Don't forget the designer outlet. Fair. Fair. It's like being in America, but not. Railway museums in York. Yeah, true. True. We've got a cinema complex now as well. So I can go there. Can't go and see the York Fringe because that's not a thing anymore. And what you can do is you can come and see pubs that previously have flooded. Chinese boat show. Where's the Chinese boat show? I feel like I need to come to the Chinese boat show. Is it still a thing? I don't know. I've been here 7 years. I've never heard of the Chinese boat show. Cinema has a complex. What's wrong with it? Well, you can't say what's wrong with it, Franco. That's why it's got a complex. As far as it was concerned, it was a fine cinema. Went to the Golden Fleece pub in York, says Stephen. See? There's a pub for every day of the week, apparently. Apparently there's like 365 pubs. Obviously not a leap year. You have to go to Starbucks, but... York Museum's number 1. Railway Museum's number 2. Never been there, but it was handy 75 words. I love that. Never been. So here's the thing. Right about the Viking Museum. Oh, you know, like Vikings are class and that. This place probably smells of piss. Go there. It'll be brilliant. There's my review of the Viking Museum. It's not a million miles away from it, to be honest. Dragon boats. Oh, right. Yes. So, right, what's interesting, okay, I've actually competed in this. I'm wondering if there's... this looks like this year's, doesn't it? I've competed in this dragon boat race before. I've stopped watching the screen again. It was a couple of years back. But we didn't win. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. And for someone who's not actually very good at swimming, I ended up on a dragon boat in the River Ouse. It's like, yeah, that'll be fine. I'll do that. If you fall in, I'll just try not to. That seemed to be the only thing I could think of, was I'll just try not to fall in and drown. I said Railway Museum is fabulous. Went there every Monday of half term. Railway Museum is pretty cool, to be honest. And there's like some sort of like little dig thing or playground thing straight afterwards as well. The kids love it. It's trains, isn't it? Super Mario misses. My town's got a butter museum. Where do you live, Brenda? Mrs. J would love a butter museum. That's not a euphemism, by the way. Well, dealing with the drowning issue when we get to it. Exactly. I had a life jacket on. Right? My plan at that point was drowning wasn't an option, so it was basically row faster. So that's what I did. Flying Scotsman was there for most of my whole childhood. Yeah, it's been back again. They've had it the last few weeks. So it's decent. The Railway Museum's class. It's expensive to eat in there, mind, but it's good. That's another victory. Another one for Larisa. Hey, I tell you what, we're certainly picking up a bit of a... You could reenact the Titanic if it sank. I mean... Oh, that's a big blow, isn't it? Ottoman out for 2 months, maybe. We could... I mean, yeah, we probably could. We could reenact it. It'd be a shame to see me die. I mean... And then everyone else dies as well. Wins are getting boring. It's a rural museum with oddities, including a pig in a jar that has a trunk. What? That needs to be somewhere we need to go. Right, let's do David's. What was it? Page what? Page 30 something, I think it was, wasn't it? 32. Page 32. Hang on. You can be the old lady with the necklace. Can I now? Excellent. Right. I can't change the scene yet because I don't actually know if it's going to work. So, page 32 from David Ginola. Take our main rivals Arsenal, for example. Last season, Arsene Wenger could replace Dennis Bergkamp with Carnu or Davos Schuker. And he could replace Thierry Henry with Mark Overmars. Quality for quality. It's the same when you look at the bench of Chelsea or Manchester United. They don't have to worry so much. But in the first half of the season, we had injuries to key players. Sol Campbell, Darren Anderton, Les Ferdinand and Stefan Iverson. But we didn't have the players of equal ability who could come in and cover for them. Bet they weren't complaining about too many injuries as well. Going, it's OP injuries and fix the injury bug. I didn't say anything about it, but I was frustrated we had not gone out and signed some really world-class players. I expected more from the club. We were among the early challengers in the league, so there were plenty of confidence at the club when it came to begin. When it was time to begin what we hoped would be a long European adventure. We were drawn to face FC Zimbru, the champions of Moldova, in the first round, and we made sure that it did not become a banana skin for us by doing all the hard work in the first leg at White Hart Lane. They were an unknown quantity, and George Graham had appealed to the fans to be patient in case we didn't get an early goal. But he needn't have worried, as Oyvind Leonardsson scored inside the first 10 minutes to set us on our way to a comfortable 3-0 victory. The job was done, which was important because you never know what to expect when you go to a country like that. The second leg in Chisinau was a formality, and we drew 0-0. Although I was rested because I had been carrying a slight knock and failed a fitness test. I don't like sitting in the stand watching the team play, but I had no choice on this occasion. And from the team's point of view, it was a good trip. I mean, it's just riveting, isn't it? It's riveting. You should have no issues getting your kids to sleep if they were the bedtime stories. It's just lovely hair. Lovely, lovely hair, David Ginola, isn't it? If I had hair like that, I'd probably waste my time writing shit as well as a story. Good trip, shit story. I was on the edge of my seat, says Joey. Exactly. That was a description of some football. Even Salty B, how are you, my man? Welcome in, buddy. How is life treating you? How's build a Twitch community? Is that, yeah, you should call it that. Build a Twitch community. I've dropped my first FM24 TJ meme in the Discord. Oh God, what have I done? What have I done? After much consideration and conversation, I found I've decided to give up getting sacked. Oh, I love it. I love it. Salty, man. Seriously, like, just whatever you want to do, you're more than happy. You're more than welcome to be my social media person. Oh, top work, top work. Stephen says we need Tony voiced over audiobooks for bedtimes now. I'd be more than happy to do audiobooks. I've got all the gear. I've got all the gear. I can read books. I do accents as well. Right, my name's David Ginola, and it's time to talk about my career. Right, landmines are a fucking nightmare for a footballer, because if they blow up, your legs go off, and you need them if you're going to kick a ball. Now, did I tell you about that time we went to Moldova with Oyvind Leonardsson scoring in first leg? Well, we drew 0-0. It's good job, really, because, you know, first leg we'd done all the hard work, but 0-0 in their place, and well, we were through. Come back next week. See what happens there. Hello, I'm Denise Van Houten. Here's my book as well. Starts off talking about Big Breakfast. I don't mention Coolio. And then I go to the bit about him DJing in York at New Year's Eve. Hey, mate, what did I tell you about my homemade pasta? I'd love a new view to have come in the last 30 seconds. Yeah. There's Rogie. RDF's just raided it. He's just literally missed it. Evening, RDF. How are you, buddy? Nice to see you. Welcome in, of course, to everybody. How are we? You've joined just at the time I've gone a little bit delirious. I've just been doing impressions of David Ginola, but as if he was from Lancashire, essentially. Yeah, all right, I'm David Ginola. Here's me talks about the times I was a footballer and did me hair dead nice and that. I had to get loads of money because I was spending it all on shampoo. David Ginola, the mill worker. Ginola, I barely know her. Excellent. Welcome, by the way. Welcome everyone who's brand new. Please feel free to drop a follow, just like Sergeant West has just done there. It's a pleasure to see you. Aaron, how are we getting on? Congratulations on Serie A title with Bari. This is where we are in Greece, by the way. Look at this. Build a Nation, currently 4th. And we are, what's the math there? 9 points behind Volos. But we've got 3 games in hand. 3. So there is a potential that we can get up and about there, but we got to see. I'm not going to say anything just yet because you never know. You never know, do you? But yeah, hope the stream is good. Hope the stream is good. Like I say, welcome in. If you do want to drop a follow, please feel free to do so. If you haven't already followed the FM show with myself and Aaron, what are you doing with yourselves? Like, just get it done. Get it followed. Like, we're on all the podcast platforms. We're on YouTube. You can join the Discord. Like, just do it. Do it, or I'll do more impressions. Hello, my name's Denise Van Houten. And I'm not killing Coolio. What I like to do is I like to have a big breakfast with 2 fucking aliens. That's the only voice I can do, to be honest, really. Hello, I'm the Queen. Don't know. Hello, I'm Glenn Oddle. We don't talk much about football as well around here as well, so it's just to let you know where we're at. The reason I'm a bit delayed is I've eaten most of this trifle. Northern comic Dave Ginola has been my favourite character. Do Bear Grylls. All right, I'm Bear Grylls. Like, what's happening tonight? You lot are all sat in a hotel. Here I am, living under my own foreskin. Right there. I pull it up over my head, and I just sleep there. And if I see a snake, I punch its tits off. Fucking snake, right there. Boom. Use a snake to brush my teeth. Scared to leave. Dr. Jeremiah De Harrison, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Toolbox has just went, I don't know what's happening here. Even a Ropper. The best bit about this is I'm not entirely sure Ropper knows the accent. If I see a snake, I punch its tits off. Look, we've all punched the tits off a snake. Come on. Not surprised. You shouldn't be surprised, Robert. No one should be surprised. This is what separates me from other streamers. You know, other streamers, like, they're busy sat, working out the tactics, working out how to play the game, being like, oh, I've conceded a goal. That's dreadful. Let me work out how that's happened. And then I'm going, hello, I'm Bear Grylls. Snake from Metal Gear Solid. Hello, I'm Snake from Metal Gear Solid. You know what I like to do? I like to go around sneaking and around shit to find things that have been left. And I've got a gun. It's fucking brilliant. Look at this. Hey, bang, 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 bang. Say what I like reading phone books. Can someone call Mrs. Jane, check to see if she's okay? I mean, Mrs. Jane knows this is what I'm doing. To be fair, I think she expects me to be doing this in a room. I'd have been doing that in the other room, to be honest. At least she's now like, just go on the computer and do your voice to people. You know? I thought I watched her go to bed, having some funky dreams. Yeah, I'll honestly, yeah. Do requests, and we'll see what we can. The other one is, all right, I'm Stephen Graham, and for some reason I've turned up in this program because apparently you need a Scouse policeman. Twitch partnership's been rejected. It could well be it. Like, imagine if this is the one that they go like, yeah, okay, like I appreciate that you've sent the application in and you've done really well for your numbers, but what was that? What was all of that? It's just generic Scouse Franco, isn't it? Yeah. Because again, I'm sorry, but they all sound the same to me. Scousers, that is. This is by far the weirdest streams I've ever seen. I mean, Ropper. We've had some weird ones. If this is the weirdest one. You know what? You're probably right though. It probably is a bit. It's probably a bit more odd than normal, isn't it? And it's not normally very normal. But yeah, working class comic David Ginola, and here's our Discord link if you'd like to come and hang out and speak to us. This is still quite tame. There was that bit about the Denise Van Houten that was pretty out there, wasn't it? And then we also listened to Scooter quite a bit. That was quite good. Working class super spy, Solid Snake. Yeah, can't move. I can't move for shite around here. Oh. There's a fucking cat over there. Don't you come around here, I'm allergic. I'm trying to be sneaky, and there you are with your hypoallergenics. You can piss off. I had a jacket potato with tuna earlier on. Don't go getting around my legs. Oh, you've got cat hair on me boots. Who needs to pay for Edinburgh Fringe? Just be here every night with the Delirious Tony and his Greek adventures. Super Mario. Allergic to cardboard boxes. Yeah. Recycle. I'll read. What have I come back into? I don't know, Mrs. J. I did working class David Ginola for a little bit, and then I did me Stephen Graham, because everyone needs a Scouse policeman, and at the minute I'm currently the guy from Metal Gear Solid who's allergic to cats. Listening to Tony do this on one screen and then singing Canadian national anthem on the other, whilst being on the beers, my brain is in a bit of a tiz. Let's turn around. Save yourself, Mrs. J. You're right, this is sober Tony as well. I'm going to finish that bottle of Baileys in a minute. Be thankfully I'm not in the room. I normally am though, that's the problem. She has to put up with this on a day-to-day basis. Alright, keep playing. Those lot out there, they don't know. Good challenge. Nothing. Highlight. Even the highlights have given up and just gonna no, we're not. If he's gonna do the accent, we're not doing any more highlights. I'd be interested to see how much of this is clipped, to be honest, and then given to the police. Why are you doing Toby Foster? It's my go-to accent. For those people, I'm guessing most of you probably won't know what Toby Foster is. Toby Foster's he's a promoter in Sheffield, does comedy. He was on Phoenix Nights, and he talks like this, right? And that's genuinely is his voice. What a goal that is! What a goal, bazookas, absolute banger. And he goes, they had Julian Clary on doing a tour show, and they were doing the sort of like all the prep and that, getting the stage ready and that, and they're doing the lights and they're doing the mic test and that, and Julian Clary's going like, oh, can we just doing all the mics and that, and he goes, oh, can we just check the lights? And Toby just went, I'll be honest, Julian, I've listened to all of it so far and it sounds shite. It's going to just be lit up, really, to be honest. It doesn't really matter. Lads have got a special guest in lead training tonight. A great football I'm sure you've all heard of and watched play. Was it David Ginola? And then what he does is he started the show. He was so good, I don't really want to compare the show. And he goes, will you compare it? I was like, I'll do it, yeah, why not? And he's notorious for just leaving on stage with his motorbike helmet on a newspaper. And so I went on, I started doing the show and that. Came off and he went, yeah, it sounds like you know what you're doing. You can just fucking wrap this thing up, Sally. I'm going home now. I was like, right, that was the gig. That was me. I was left in charge because he was like, I'm going home. Going home for my tea. But yeah, it is easy to get confused that it's David Ginola. That's the thing. People of Sheffield were like, oh my God. It's like, oh no, wait, no, it's not. More like bazookas, am I right? Apostolarchus Sophianos puts it in. Super Mario. People, this is standard, Tony. Don't be alarmed. Yeah, this is why I have to have a producer on a podcast to rein me in. See, people think Aaron's a bit lively. I'm the quiet one. I'm the chilled out one. I'm basically like a chilled out entertainer. Some people would say entertainer first, friend second, boss third. He numbers through the roof. I think so. You need a live producer. I think so, Mrs. J. I think so. Although that does literally sound like you're suggesting I need a second wife. Batman fourth. Isn't that what the mods are for? I think so. Cocaine trifle by the looks of it. No. It's definitely not cocaine trifle. It's just normal, everyday Aldi trifle. I know. I'm Aldi or Lidl. Whichever one's the one that's next to my house. Aldi, I think it is. I called it Lidl yesterday. I think it's Aldi. Google it. I'll tell you. There's been a managerial change. In my head, I'm hearing cocaine trifle to the tune of Eaton rifles. That's pretty good. I like that. Cocaine trifle, cocaine trifle, cocaine trifle, cocaine trifle. See, it works. The Greece national job hasn't come up yet, so we can't worry about that. The Cayman Islands and Tajikistan, possibly. Maybe Malta. So, possible. I feel like we can have one more game, and it's a team who are expected to be challenging for the league. So we might end the stream on a defeat, possibly. Or maybe mods by even we can't pull the plug on this madness. I have a feeling that Twitch are going to enjoy watching this back. I think they are. I think they're going to be like, well, this is interesting. Hand this over for evidence. You know? Yeah, that's right. Have some water. Yeah. I've talked a lot tonight. Christos Mandos, Greek player playing over in at Lazio. Right, so we've got a bit of an injury situation here. Right, Bazookas is ineligible because of the fact that he can't play against his parent club. So that's an issue, which means can't put Safianos in there because he's elsewhere. Petralis maybe. Huge clear range. Oh, could you imagine? Like, do you remember Tab Clear Cola? Some of you might not remember it. You might have been far too young for Tab Clear Cola. But, yeah, it was a thing. Imagine that. Imagine Tab Clear Hooch. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Basically just sugary water. Yeah. It was good. It's good for resuscitating bees. Any advice for scouting England for loans going into League One when a scout Premiership reserves but don't know how to set it up? I would presume you just literally do that. Just set a recruitment focus for a specific league, right? Is that not what you do? That's Olivias. Let's put him in. Right, here we go then. Big match time. I'm sorry to everyone who's come in and witnessed what we've done. The reserves have a specific competition. I think it's the under 23s, isn't it? Is it under 23 league? Use scouts while Zealand sing loans. Scouts without it don't work. Gotta get those scouts working. That's what they're paid for. You know? It's their job. Ball through. Pedroso brings it down. Under 23s. That's the one, isn't it? Oof, header goes over the top there. Excuse me. I think after the last few minutes, a 0-0 draw would be lovely here, wouldn't it? Just a nice sort of like, just to sort of calm us back down to end the. Don't need to be calm. We're gonna Super Mario. Super Mario at the back post. Gets his head on it. Past the Panatalikos goalkeeper. Moves us up to second. 6 points behind Volos. 2 games in hand. We're going to turn the computer off, aren't we? Super Mario again. This is odd. This feeling is weird. Like, I know it's going to go terrible. But still, now it's a bottle job. Now it's a bottle job if it goes wrong. But his top 2 go up though, remember? Oh, lovely little interchanging. Oh, Pedroso, get in. Here we go. Get your trifles out, everyone. Look at this little 1-2 here. Super Mario doing all the hard work. Cuts it back for Pedroso. Smashes it in. 2-0. Yeah, we'll take that. Liavas. Petralis. Pinacas. If Super Mario puts it over the top. What have we got here? Dan, what are you showing me? Hooch lemon ginger. Oh, sorry, Hooch lemon gin. Ooh, okay. Hooch homebrew. I could be tempted by that, yeah, but a bit of Hooch lemon gin. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Right, Christmas Patreon special, me and Aaron on the Hooch. Don't know if he's still there or not. We'll start on the Hooch, we'll end on the Baileys. It'll be fine, it'll be great. E numbers and then a chance of curdling. Loads of David Ginola / Bear Grylls impressions. It'll be great. It'll be fantastic. Denise Van Houten DJing in the background. What can possibly go wrong? Plegas. Delijanidis. Iliavas. Back to Giorgio. Tonight's podcast will have a slight chance of a pit worker solid snake. Oh god, I got me fucking laces stuck there. I've got them stuck on a fire hydrant. Have you, Solid Snake? Have you seen this Ransom? How much? Tell you, back in my day, Ransom were literally you would have to swap him for a stamp. Now, actual money. Now, I've seen Ransom for. Hey, I tell you what, you can have him back if you pay the heating bill. Because the joke there is that heating bills are now expensive. Solid Snake's still a little bit behind the times. He'd buy gum a farmhouse. It should be farmhouse. Yeah. A free range egg? What the fuck's a free range egg? Marcus Gianni, safe hands. Look at this. Oh, I don't. Dare we dream? Don't, Tony, don't. Don't get all excited. This can't be like this, surely. That's fine, just keep them where they are. Nothing silly, just keep the ball out that way. League is in the bag. League's in the bag. Book the open top bus. If it's top two go through, I don't really understand how it can't be now. I mean, we are literally playing like champions, right? It's looking very handy. It's looking very handy. I'm quite happy. I'm very proud of how we're doing here. I wasn't expecting to be up there doing this, so this is great. And of course, this is with Jan and Via saying he wants to leave. So imagine if he actually wanted to stay. Imagine how good we'd be with a fully committed Jan and Via. I mean, obviously we don't have to think about that, so fine, let him go and do whatever he needs to do. But that will be his choice, not ours. I think now is a good enough time to go and do a raid. Like I say, I don't think I'll be on tomorrow night. Definitely won't be Sunday night because we'll be doing the Football Shirt podcast on Sunday night, so that's definitely out. So if we do jump in on tomorrow, of course, keep your eyes peeled on Discord. That's the best way to find out. But let's have a little nosy about, shall we? Who is around? I feel like we should probably go and see Sai, because of course that's nice to do so. But there might be there's someone here. Connor SR is on his way to Wembley, so that makes sense, doesn't it? Let's go and see some playoffs, right? Let's go and do that. Go and give Connor some love. Take it easy, everyone. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. Me and David Ginola say bye. See you there. They've had a cracking time. Have a good weekend. Bye now. How's your fuck to turn this thing off? All right, there you go. Right, go and see that Connor. Like, give him a lot of love. Right, fucking champion. All right, see you in a bit there.